Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. I do tarot readings, astrology stuff, and other videos. It's been a while, but today we are back with another tarot reading video, and today's question is, what are their current feelings for you? Just thought it might be fun to do another love reading, especially just because last video was Valentine's Day. But yeah, so we have some new tarot decks, yay! Probably getting bored of the old ones, but if you want to go ahead and pause the video to find out which pile you feel most drawn to, go ahead. Over here we have the pink tarot. Here we have the gothic tarot. Here is the Tarot del Fuego. And then finally, last but not least, we have the mermaid tarot. So yeah, go ahead and pause the video to find which pile you feel most drawn to, and then we can go ahead and get started. Hi there, pile one. Welcome to your reading on what their current feelings are. If you picked the beautiful pink tarot, the beautiful new pink tarot, this is your reading on what are their current feelings for you, the person that is on your mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with some oracles, like get kind of like an energy check pretty much on who you and your person are, and then get into the tarot, and then I have some advice. And I already shuffled all of the oracles and advice. Couldn't think of the word. Just to kind of save time, so hopefully that this reading isn't too long and I don't have to waste time shuffling everything. So, the way that I did this, I tried doing this reading before with like, this is you, this is your person, but I think honestly I'm just gonna keep it like kind of vague, and I'm gonna do person A, person B. Shout out Aso Tarot, who does the exact same thing, and kind of read it like that, because I do kind of feel like, you know, limiting it to like, oh, this is how you are and this is how your person is. I feel like kind of just, I don't know, because there's the possibility that you guys could be mirroring each other, and you know, you could be like, I could be like, oh, this is you. Sorry, I'm explaining this in too much detail. You can be like, oh, this is you, but like really you feel like this person and blah, blah, blah. And I just try to keep it as open as possible. Leave it up to subjectivity, because I don't know, I feel like the energies kind of come in a little bit clearer that way. So anyway, so person A, we have the vulture. Put it right there. We have ideal romance. Put it right there. Actually, yeah, okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm so like, it has to be exactly right. Just one of my little quirks. And then clarifying person A, we have coming in to nurture and support, and the goat. It's the Chinese zodiac. So you could be born in, well, you could be born in 1943, but I kind of doubt that. Anyway, you could be born in 1943, 55, 67, 79, 91, 2003, 2015, and obviously not 2027, because that hasn't happened yet. Okay, and so then for person B, we have the sea serpent, and we have erotic bliss. Oh, spicy. I love these cards because they're so spicy. And then clarifying, we have Leo. A bunch of cards came out for this person, so we have Leo, soulmate, hold on. Try to fit all the cards in the right place. Okay. Soulmate, friend, acquaintance, coworker, and we have distant. Ugh, it looks kind of ugly, but like, so be it. Am I right? Here, I guess I'm up a little bit. Sorry, let me just, you know, organize this real quick. Where do I want to put everything? Nope, that covers the picture. I don't want to cover the picture. Let me just... Okay, hopefully that's all still in frame. Okay, so anyway, pile one. What's going on with you and your person? Well, okay. Like I said, it's person A, person B, figure out which one you resonate with more. But I do kind of get the feeling that this might be your person only because we had so many clarifying cards come out. And I don't know, I just get the feeling that like we needed a lot of clarifying for this person. So okay, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with person A over here. Like I said, I'm coming into nurture, and we have the goat. Just to like finish reading that off, we have compatible rabbit and pig, incompatible rat and ox, tasteful, crafty, warm, elegant, charming, intuitive, sensitive, empathetic, and calm. So this person probably does have a lot of those qualities. But I also want to talk about this vulture here. I feel like this person, first of all, person A, I feel like they see themselves as like a vulture, as like somebody who's dark and like mysterious, but also but you know, like reading this one, like that is not dark and mysterious at all. I feel like more accurately, this vulture, it's not that person A is like dark and mysterious and has a bunch of past and emo and shit like that. I don't necessarily think that's what's going on. I feel like they might feel that way about themselves, but mostly because they have a little bit of a lower self-esteem. I feel like what this vulture says about person A is that person A, like, they see the darker side of things in life rather than like they are the darker side of life. I think it's very easy, like probably due to like how they grew up, for them to recognize like abuse, depression, like I said, the darker things in life. I think it's very easy for them to pick up on that because they're very well acquainted with it themselves. But like I said, what's kind of funny, like I said, we have the goat, and it says tasteful, crafty, warm, charming, sensitive, empathetic. Like, I feel like that's like this person A's true nature, is that they are very warm and charming and sensitive, but I think they're like sensitive to those kinds of things, you know, but like deep down they're really like this warm, cuddly thing. Also with the vulture, I feel like this person could be psychic a little bit. We have this like purple aura around it, and purple is usually associated with like psychic abilities and like clairvoyance. It's also the third chakra, I believe. The third or fourth, or not fourth, sorry. Third or seventh chakra. Wait, okay, sorry, not the third. The sixth or seventh chakra. The third eye chakra, or the crown chakra. So this person is probably very aware of everything that's going on, which I feel like is why they are so sensitive to the darker side of life. They're very aware of like the collective consciousness, and they're very aware, they're very in tune with the world and like what's going on, you know, and people. I feel like especially people, they're very aware of people. And then also we have coming in to nurture and support, like I think that goes along with this it's card where it says like warm, and we also have intuitive there. See, I like didn't even realize that was there, and I was talking about the vulture. But yeah, this person A, oh my god, sorry, person A, they are coming in to nurture and support this person. I think it's very obvious that they care about this person, you know, coming into nurture and support. I think that's kind of also just their like personality. We don't have it here, but they could have Cancer placements. Yeah, that was kind of just coming up. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think they're a very like nurturing person, very like Cancer-like placements. The vulture here, it's represented by air, so they could also have air placements, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But I am just because of that nurturing thing and this psychic energy right here, I feel like their Cancer placements could be important or significant in person A's chart. I had something else to say about the vulture and I'm kind of like blanking on it right now. Sorry about that. I guess what I'll say is like, every time I think of a vulture, like, you know, I think a lot of people think of like, oh, death, because it's a vulture and like they're coming to eat the dead things. But like for me, when I think of vultures, I think of like I think of like Arizona for some reason. Like I just think of the desert. Like I don't know. I think it's especially because like this person, I'm not getting that they have like any really dark energy. I think they're very sensitive to dark energy, and I think they're aware of it more than other people, but I don't see them like being this dark soul, you know. I think of Arizona, you know, where like it kind of gets a bad rap like for being too hot, a bunch of bugs, like scorpions. Like I think that's what is important about like vultures as well. I think they get a bad rap for being like this like omen of bad sign, or like bad signs, bad news. And I feel like person A can probably relate to that. I feel like this person often gets misunderstood because I feel like they might look like a vulture in the sense that they might look like they're dark and unfriendly, but really deep down they have this like Cancer placement where they're very like nurturing and supportive, and they're very like warm and like cuddly and sensitive and empathetic, you know, all these things down here. I think yeah, that might be a problem that person A deals with is that people might misinterpret who they are. Because like even looking at this picture, like the vulture, like the picture looks kind of scary, but like I don't know, looking at his eyes, like he looks like a little like stuffed animal to me. And I feel like that's kind of with this person. Like it takes a very select few of people to really understand this person and where they're coming from, and understand that they've probably been through a lot, which is why they come off so harsh and so like dynamic, but in reality they're just very like soft and want cuddles. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the Vulture. Moving on to this ideal romance card. So person A is showing up in this connection romantically as like an idealist. I feel like they really idealize and romanticize person B. Like, I feel like they view person B as the ideal romance, like the ideal person, which is interesting because we have soulmate over here. But not only that, I think that's just like the way that they view romance in general, is I think they're very like starry-eyed about it, like almost Pisces like about it. Like, that's how they view it. Sorry, I need to scratch myself. But yeah, as far as like with this person, they do see person B as someone who's just ideal. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's just, yeah, they see this person as like the ideal person. And I feel like what they're bringing to this connection is somebody who's willing to like look at things starry-eyed. Like, I feel like maybe person A has gone through relationships before where people are like, oh, you're too romantic, like you don't see things for what they are, and like a real relationships aren't like that. But I think, I don't know, I personally have some qualms with that because I've got Pisces in me and I romanticize things too. But like I feel like for this person, it's not that they're not seeing how things really are, it's just I think they like so greatly appreciate how things are that they tend to like put the situation up in a pedestal and like be like, oh, it's so wonderful that person B, or like, yeah, that like person B or like whoever is like this. It's just like, it's so cool of them, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like they just, like, they see things for how they are, but I feel like they're just, I feel like it goes back to that thing, like what I was saying before, where they're used to like having that low self-esteem and not thinking very highly of themselves. And so when somebody does come along that they really like, anything that they do, they're like, this person's amazing, they do this for me, and like they like me kind of thing. So I feel like that's the kind of like romance that they're bringing to this. But, and also, like I said, you know, they view this person as the ideal person. And honestly, I feel like person A is the ideal partner for like literally anyone. Like I think person B can also tell that about person A, that they are the ideal partner because they're so nurturing and supportive and sensitive to other people's needs, that like they recognize that they're not gonna find that anywhere else in any other person. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to person B. So we have the sea serpent here. Sorry, I just like realized like there's so much going on with person B. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with these. Okay, so we have Leo here. We have July 23rd to August 22nd. Fire, so this person could be a Leo or have Leo placements. Strengths: outgoing, humorous, faithful, generous, and weaknesses: patronizing, stubborn, and dramatic. Yup. We also have friend, acquaintance, or coworker, soulmate, and distant. So just with these alone, I want to say that like person B, or okay, so I feel like, okay, it's a little bit complicated. I feel like both person A and person B have a lot of feelings for each other, but I don't think that they're necessarily like in a relationship yet, or yeah, because I feel like there's two groups here. There is the group where this person is like a soulmate in the sense that like it's like a platonic soulmate, because we have friend or coworker here, and then I feel like there's also the other group. Well, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so I feel like there is like a small percentage, I don't think this is the majority, but I do think there's a small percentage where this person is a platonic soulmate. And like, I feel like if that's the case, like you're very aware that this person is your platonic soulmate. I don't think that there are any romantic feelings here. You're probably just looking at this reading to like check in how they're doing, especially if they're distant, you know. You probably haven't talked in a while. The other group, which I feel like is the majority, I feel like this person is a soulmate, but you guys haven't gotten to the point where you've like made any moves towards them. You haven't like moved forward with this connection in a romantic way, and could still be friends, acquaintance, or coworker. And then I feel like there's like a very few of you like in that group where like maybe you guys already have had a thing, and it's kind of like it ended, and so now things are kind of like distant, things are kind of rocky, but we'll get into that later to see what exactly is happening, what's going on. But as far as this person, so yeah, they could be a soulmate, a friend, might be distant with you at the moment. But let's talk about this sea serpent. So the sea serpent is one of these spiritual cards, which tells me that this person is like their third eye is wide fucking open, especially like here it looks like an eye, like this is a fucking eye. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like that kind of confirms that you and this person are psychically connected, because over here, like regardless of which one you are, over here we have, you know, this purple aura, and then we have a spiritual card. So I definitely feel like, and then soulmate over here. So I definitely feel like you guys are very spiritually connected. I think person B is very aware of like how great of a person A is, which I think I already said before, but like, yeah, I just want to emphasize that. I think especially if they have Leo placements, I think they are they're especially aware of how wonderful person A is. Like Leos usually have a good eye for like intense people, I guess. I don't know. It's more like they have a good eye for like knowing when someone is good at something or is a good person, you know, like has dynamic qualities. And I think person B definitely recognizes that one of person A's dynamic qualities is that they are very nurturing and supportive despite everything that they've been through. And so I think they're very aware of that, and I think they could kind of tell that immediately when they met person A. I think they were also very aware of like their hard shell being like oh, this is just like an act, like this is just a front to be protective of themselves. But yeah, but continuing on with the sea serpent. Sorry, I'm like talking so fast right now. I'm just blah, 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 jumping over my words. Continuing on with this sea serpent person, I feel like this person is also, I guess, going through like, you know, the third eye opening, like awakening, I guess, spiritual awakening. I don't get the feeling that they're like having a bad time. I think that they're just coming to realizations about things that they didn't really consider before. I think they're starting to realize their own potential and their own power. I think they're really kind of stepping in with it, because every time I see like a circle or like the sea serpent, like the serpent is very important in astrology and like numerology, like you know, it's a circle, it's a 0. And what they say about 0 is that why it's so powerful is because it's like a continuous loop, like it never ends, it goes on for infinity. And so I think this person is realizing like how limitless their potential is and how powerful of a person they are all by themselves. And so yeah, I think they're just kind of coming to a lot of realizations about themselves. I think they're realizing that they don't have to have such a low self-esteem, and I think that they also like are coming in to teach that to the vulture, because I think like around the same time that these people met, like they were kind of going through the same thing of like feeling low self-esteem, like, oh, I can't do anything, I don't have any power in my life. But person B is like starting to realize that they really do, that they most definitely do. And I think that's a lesson that they need to teach to this vulture person, because they definitely see how powerful person A is. Absolutely. Anyway, so I want to talk about this erotic bliss. Romantically, this person is coming in as a very like playful lover, a very like almost overindulgent in pleasures. Excuse me. And that makes sense with this Leo. Leos love pleasure. But yeah, so I think they're coming in as like, I think as far as like between the two of them, I think person B is definitely the more like forward person. Like I think they're very much into like the pleasure part of their relationship. Like I think that's just how they are as a person, like I said, especially if they have Leo placements. It is definitely all about pleasure. It's about like ecstasy, you know. Which I think is kind of funny, because person A is over here is romance in this one, and person B is like pleasure and sex. So I feel like, not to say that person B isn't like romantically interested in person A, because I think that they are definitely, like, they're coming in as a soulmate, you know. And I like I said before, I think they recognize person A's qualities, like, you know. I think it's just like this person has kind of a hang up about like romance or like relationships. I think that's more of what it is, and so they appear to be more focused on the sexual side of things, but Whereas person A is definitely more interested in like the romance and the relationship. But yeah, yeah. I think that's where I'm gonna end this. I was gonna say something, but it just completely left my body, so I'm gonna stop the video real quick so I can set up the tarot, and because my camera is gonna run out of time, and then I will see you guys at the tarot. Bye. Okay, we are back. I just had to move everything off to the side. Like I said, my camera was going to cut out. Still need to fix that fucking timer. But anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and now jump into the tarot to get a little bit more of a better idea of how this person is feeling about you. So Spirit, what is pile one's person's feelings, current feelings towards them? What is pile one's person's current feelings towards them? This one's sticking out something like this. Okay, so we have the, actually, you know what, I'm not going to take that one, sorry. Sticking out, I was like, okay, I'll just take it, but I'm not getting anything from that card. So what is pile one's person's current feelings towards them? This one. Okay, we have the Magician, pile one's current feelings. We have the Sun. What is pile one's person's current feelings? The Queen of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. What else is pile one's person's current feelings? Sorry for the noises in the background. We also have the Three of Hearts. And on the back of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. Okay. Alright, okay. Aren't these pretty? Okay. Anyway. So pile one. First of all, first of all, this person is definitely very attracted to you. This person really, really likes you. We have the Queen of Wands here. We also have the Magician. The Sun in reverse, but I will get to that in a minute. So yeah, I feel like this person, they see you as this Magician. They see you as like this Magician and this Queen of Wands. They really admire you for like, for really how strong you are, and I feel like, you know, they had like that Leo card come out. So if they do have Leo placements, Leo is associated with the Strength card, so, and I find that to be very true, like very fitting, like also the Sun cards, but yeah, like I think it really does take a Leo or a Scorpio to like recognize strength in other people. And I think they really admire you because they know how strong you are. They know, like I said, what you've been through, and they know how hard you've worked to get to where you are right now. I think even if they're the Vulture person who didn't have any Leo, I think, you know, coming in to nurture and support and I was talking about that psychic aura, like, I think they definitely, and like your person B, they definitely recognize how much struggle it's taken you to realize how much power you truly have. So yeah, I think this person really admires you for that, and I think even like I don't know, that's all I can say. Like, this person really admires you, and they are definitely very attracted to you. I mean, like, this Queen of Wands, like, I just think of, like, sexual attraction because it's fire, you know, passion. But also with this Magician, like, I feel like this person feels like they've been manifesting you. Like, they've been dreaming of you, and you're, like, finally here. You know, with this Magician card, usually it signifies, like, manifesting. However, I do think that this person, like, doesn't feel like they deserve you. And I feel like that works either way with, like, person, like, if they are person A and you're person B, or if they're person B and you're person A. I think there's, like, a lot of mirroring between you two. You know, if they're person A, like, I think they struggle to realize what they deserve, and I think, you know, they see you as this really strong person, this Magician, this Queen of Wands, but they don't have the confidence to see how much they deserve to be with someone like you, that they deserve to have someone who's very strong in their life and someone who has been through a lot and has come out the other side. You know, here we have this Sun card in reverse representing them. Like, this is who they are deep down. They are the Sun. They are very strong, confident, this ray of light, this ray of hope in darkness, but they don't see that about themselves. I think, you know, they're seeing themselves as, like, as the Sun in reverse, as somebody who lacks the power to be with anybody they find to be with anybody that they find attractive, or like would be like wifey material or, you know, something like that. And I think, like, I want to say, especially if they're person B, I think they've just had a lot of relationships that have kind of, like, brought them down, and they're not used to someone who is nurturing and someone who wants to, like, nourish their I want to say creativity, but also, like, just their light. So I think, yeah, they're coming in as the Sun in reverse because they are lacking the confidence to fathom being with someone as incredible as you. And I want to talk a little bit more about this Queen of Wands. The way that they see this connection is very powerful. Like, they are very aware of the passion that you two share between each other, and, like, just, like, the strong connection that you guys have. Like, they're very aware of how well you two get along. We don't have the King of Wands here, but, like, this Queen of Wands always makes me think of, like soulmate connections, basically, and we already had the soulmate card come out. I think they're very aware of, like, the bond that you two share, even if you guys are friends, because forgot about that group. Low-key. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't forget about you guys. yeah, even if you guys are friends, like, they are definitely aware that you guys are, like, a part of a soul clan, or, like, you guys came in together. And, you know, especially if this is romantically, like, they feel very passionately about you and this relationship, this connection. They... Let me grab a clarifier for this one real quick. So, Spirit, can you clarify the Queen of Wands for me, please? I was like, I swear something came out. Okay. So we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, like, they're very aware of, like, how strong your guys' relationship is, and they want to, or, like, they recognize how you make them feel about themselves. Like, I feel like, you know, their own brain is telling them that, oh, you're not worthy of this person, but you come in and you, like, reassure them that, no, everything, like, you are so much more than you think you are. And you don't have, like, I don't know, every time I see the Five of Cups, I think of just, like, crying over spilled milk, because he's, like, looking at these cups that are all tipped over, but there's two more over here. It just makes me think of that saying, like, don't cry over spilled milk. Like, I think, like, you make them feel like that. You make them feel like they don't need to worry about the little things, that they don't have to, like, stress over everything all the time. They don't have to stress about who they are and how they come off in the world. Like, I don't know, I just get like, this person has, sorry for the motorcycle, this person just really, like, appreciates the, like, the warmth that you provide. Like, I think they're just so in awe of, like, how like, incredibly kind you are and compassionate to them. And I think they, like, I don't think that they could have ever imagined somebody coming into their life like that. And as far as this Two of Pentacles we have here, I feel like both of you kind of, like, feel like you have to make this decision. Like, I don't know, I feel like there isn't really any, like, well, but there's this person, but, you know, like, any conflict that's, like, preventing you guys from being together. I think it's more of, like, both of you kind of feel like, it's almost like, I don't want to ruin it. Like, that's what's coming through. I feel like both of you are saying, like, I don't want to ruin it. And, like, I think especially if you guys did start out as friends, or are still friends, and, like, want things to become romantic, I think there's this part of you that's saying, like, well, what if we get together and then we break up and then we're not friends anymore? Like, I feel like I think friendship is very important to you guys. Like, you guys still want to be best friends when all things are said and done. And honestly, I feel like that's very possible. Like, I mean, if this is a platonic relationship that you're talking about, even though I don't really get that from you guys, if it is, I feel like you don't have to worry about that. If that's the case, where this is completely platonic, there's no romantic feelings involved, I think it's just a matter of, like, do I reach out to them? Because we did have that distant card, and we have the Three of Swords here. Yeah, it's more of a matter of, like, well, should I reach out to them? Like, you know, are we still friends? Like, that kind of feeling. And if that's the case, I feel like, yeah, you just have to reach out to this person and talk things over. But for those of you where this is, like, you guys are friends, but you both have romantic feelings for one another, if you're wondering if they have feelings for you at all, I'm just gonna say yes. They definitely do have feelings for you. I think they're very attracted to you and they care about you a lot. So it's shouldn't be a question of whether or not they have feelings for you, and should I risk the friendship for that to find out that they don't have feelings for me. I think I'll just say yes, you know, they do have feelings for you, so you can do with that information whatever you want. But for those of you where you're afraid that things might end and you might not be friends in the end, or like after everything, just a little word to the wise. You never know. There's no way of knowing. You know, you can look at a tarot reading, but I will tell you, tarot readings are only for current energy, and energy can always change. So you can never know for sure if things are gonna, if you guys get together, things are gonna end and, you know, you won't be friends. But my personal, like, you know, from me to you, I think this person is definitely very important to your life. And like I said, we had soulmate come out, we had ideal romance, we have the magician, the sun, queen of wands. If it were me, I'd go for it. I don't know, but like, at the end of the day, it is totally your decision. You do whatever you want. But yeah, I think that's what's going on with this Two of Pentacles. I think both of you are just kind of like weighing your options and kind of saying like, well, if I do this, this will happen, or what if this happens, and blah blah blah. And I think I don't mean blah 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 like it's not important, but like, you know, just all the things I've said before up to this point. And it is totally up to you to decide what you want to do with that. Now, this Three of Swords. Please do not get scared by this Three of Swords. I feel like what this Three of Swords is saying is that, actually, let me grab a clarifier just so that I'm like clear myself. Spirits, can we get a clarifier for this Three of Swords, please? Okay, we have the Star in reverse. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this person, I feel like this Three of Wands and the Star in reverse, I feel like it's this person being afraid that things will go wrong, that they will end up with this Three of Hearts, heartbroken, and that there is no hope. But honestly, I don't think, like, you know, well, I can't say, you know, I'm not gonna say like, oh, but you guys are gonna make, you know, I'm not gonna say that because I don't know, I'm not seeing that from this. Not that like you guys won't work out, like, oh, God, what am I trying to say? I'm just trying to get a gauge on their current feelings. This isn't an objective reading, this is a subjective reading that is their subjective feelings based on their experience and their perceptions of everything. And I can't tell from their subjective perception how this connection is going to work out. So, with this Three of Wands and the Star in reverse, I feel like they are really scared that things aren't going to work out, and that sorry, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I think that they're very scared that things won't work out and that you guys won't be friends anymore. Like, I think, you know, it's funny because the Star is also associated with Aquarius. I'm sorry. It's associated with Aquarius, and Aquarius is like, it's rules the 11th house in astrology, and the 11th house is all about like friendships and connections. I'm so sorry. And I think that's their biggest fear, because I think above all else, they see you as like their best friend in the whole world and like somebody they can go to about everything. And I think, you know, that might also be another reason why, like, oh my god, sorry if you can hear my stomach, why this situation might be so complicated, because I think it like got complicated for them. Like, they all of a sudden started having feelings, and they were like, holy shit, like, I'm not supposed to have feelings for my best friend, but I do, and like, I don't know what to do now. And so I think they're just like, I think they want to take the risk of like getting together with you, but they're scared that they're gonna lose your friendship. And, you know, I think that's something that you have to talk out with them and reassure them of that. But yeah, that's what's going on with this. And then finally, we have this Five of Wands, which I feel like kind of goes over everything that else I was saying, like with this Two of Pentacles and this Three of Swords and the Star. I feel like they're just fighting this inner battle with themselves, being like, do I tell them and I feel for them, or do I just wait and like, I don't know what to do, and they're just kind of like beating themselves up for nothing over the whole situation. But they also have a lot of passion. You know, they have a lot of feelings for you. I think that's why they keep beating themselves up over this, because they do have a lot of feelings for you, and they really are attracted to you and really want things to go smoothly. But yeah, so that's the tarot. I think that's all I have to say about that. Now, some advice. Like I said, I already shuffled it. And these are, I wouldn't say these are exactly advice cards, but I don't know, some things that might be important and might help. So yeah, to start, we have Libra, known as the scales of the zodiac. Libra is looking for the right person to balance their life, and that can take time. Once Libra finally meets their special someone, they don't hold back their emotions. Libra loves being in love so much that sometimes they won't leave a relationship even when it's clearly over until they've met someone new. Libra can have difficulty relating to the world if they are not in a partnership. So yeah, Libra might be important. Both of you might, one or both of you might have a Libra placement. For love meditations, we have Power of Touch. Sometimes love can make us feel unmoored. Being touched helps us stay present and grounded in our bodies. In this meditation, you'll give yourself a hug. Find a comfortable place to sit in a chair or on the ground and hug your legs to your chest. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and observe the pressure and warmth of your body. Spend at least 5 minutes in this position, giving yourself love. This meditation is especially powerful for Taurus signs. Taurus might also be important, but yeah, this might be a good exercise if you're feeling overwhelmed by this connection and feeling like, oh my god, they have to like me, otherwise my world's gonna end. You know, like, I think practicing self-love is very important when feelings like that are so strong, especially when feelings are like that are so strong. Here we have a love spell. Now, I do not condone witchcraft. You know, I can't say don't condone it. I will never promote witchcraft on my channel because I have my own personal relationship with spirituality and witchcraft, and you know, that's that. But I just don't think it's right to tell the average Joe that they should go do a love spell and everything will be fine, because magic, even in its smallest forms, should not be taken lightly. So just want to say that disclaimer real quick. But for this, if you feel comfortable doing it, you've practiced before, or you're nervous about something, we have increase attraction. Perform this spell when you need to light or relight the flame in a relationship or elevate your connection with someone. Dab honeysuckle oil a known aphrodisiac, sorry, on your wrists or behind your ears. Do this for a few weeks, and when your partner or love interest comes close, speak affirming, loving, sensual words. The combination of this captivating scent and alluring words will generate greater attraction, pulling you together like magnets. So, yeah, you can do that if you want. And then we have Pisces. Pisces is known for their tender and intuitive hearts. They dream of romance and they're happily ever after, and they believe in love and want to be surrounded by it all the time. Represented as a fish, Pisces has emotions that run as deep as the ocean, and they seek partnerships who appreciate their imaginative and creative sentiments. This romantically inclined sign needs to approach new relationships with both eyes open so that they aren't clouded by their love for being in love. And that's what I think I mentioned that before. Pisces or Cancer placements. So that's the advice. I think I forgot to mention it, but I wanted to do some channeled messages and signs and some more signs and initials. So let me pull that out real quick. I'm gonna do messages first. So let me pause it real quick and then I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, so Spirit, what does pile 1's person want to say to pile 1? They could be completely honest. Come on. Okay. So what would pile 1's person say to pile 1 if they could be completely honest? That's too many. Shit, okay. Take this one. Tell me what you want. I have to tell you something. Will you go out with me? Guess what? I have news. Yes. I think just with that so far, like, I feel like kind of confirms, that this person, like, really, really likes you. Like, I feel like I have news, I have to tell you something, tell me what you want, will you go out with me? Like, I think it's like this 5 of Wands over here. They keep beating themselves up, being like, oh my god, I need, like, it's almost like they're bursting with energy to, like, just come up to you and talk to you and be like, okay, I have to tell this person how I feel right now, otherwise it's gonna kill me. You have come to me. No one compares to you. I think definitely, yeah, oh my god, we have soulmate again. Interesting. Cute. I love that. I was gonna say, yeah, like this, I think regardless if you're person A or person B, this person recognizes how great you are and how wonderful you are. No one compares to you. You're cute. Come. You are my wish come true. What else? Spirits. I like a lot of channeled messages, so it's gonna be a lot. I'm coming home. What else, Spirit? What else would they say? We have grand plan. You are gorgeous. I can take these two. I was stupid, and I want to spend forever with you starting today. And then divine timing. So yeah, maybe things will all just work out in their own time. You just kind of have to, like, take things one step at a time. But yeah, so we have these. If you want to look at those a little bit longer while I get out my signs and initials. Come on. Okay. And then for signs and initials, let's see if I can pull out a few good ones. I need to get, like, actual letters and charms for these, because this isn't really working. But anyway, we have E, we have Virgo, I, Y, S, pull out a few more. We have Scorpio, We have Pisces again. We have D, N, and P. I'll pull out just this one. So I have you. Okay. We have you. Aw. Okay, so anyway, that is where we're gonna leave this reading. It has been super long, but I hope it was a good reading. I hope you got something out of that, and I hope it helped with what to do in your situation. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated, as well as like if it did resonate and like what happened afterwards. I would love to hear. That'd be so much fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, for watching my other videos. Go check out my other videos. And I will see you next time. Bye! Hi there, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading on what are their current feelings. If you pick the Gothic Tarot, this would be your reading. If not, I would check the other piles, and if you don't find anything there, then there might not be a message for you today. But anyway, hi, welcome. So the way that I'm going to do this reading is I am going to do like an energy check, get like each person, how they're coming in to the connection and like what they're showing up as, and then I'm gonna jump into the tarot and then get some advice, some channeled messages, and some letters and signs. And then that'll be the reading. So yeah, I already shuffled the like the oracles, the energy update stuff, and I already have the advice all ready to go, so that it saves us a little bit more time, and my camera doesn't cut out. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So first I have person A, and the way that I'm gonna do this is person A, person B. I don't want to like make it too complicated, or not complicated, but like I don't know, I feel like doing like, oh, this is you and this is your person, I feel like kind of defeats the purpose a little bit, because I feel like you know, in a lot of situations, a lot of connections, both people will like mirror each other, so I kind of want to leave it open. Just pick which one resonates with you and the other one that sounds most like your person. So for person A, we have the Fox. We also have Seeking Pleasure. And then for clarifiers, we have the Rat, which is the Chinese zodiac, the Rat. Could be born in 1936, 1948, 1960, 1972, 84, 96, 2008, or 2020. We also have the Pig, which is 1947, 59, 71, 83, 95, 2007, 2019, or 2031. Probably not 2031, but you know. Anyway, so then for person B, we have the Peacock. We also have Jealousy and Possessiveness. We have Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd, Venus, Air, and then we have Friend, Acquaintance, or Coworker. Okay, so I'll just move everything up a tiny bit right there. Okay, stay. Oh, I hate how everything sticks to my hands because they're always sweaty. Anyway, TMI. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Pile 2. Okay, let's start with this Fox person right here. So what I'm seeing is, like, with this Fox, person A is, well, first of all, could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Yeah. But also, like, when I think of the fox, like, this tells me that person A is someone who's intelligent. Like, I think of, like, a sneaky fox, you know, like a Swiper from Dora. Shout out to all my 2000s babies who remember Dora. Oh my god, I think it's still on, but, like, you know, the OG Dora. Anyway, so yeah, but, like, you know, there's that kind of whatchamacallit, oh my god, you know, like, that association, like, fox, they think of a fox, they think of somebody who's sly and somebody who is, like, sneaky, mischievous, but, like, I don't know, I don't see this person as, like, being a bad person. I hate to, you know, like, I hate to call anybody, like, a bad person. Not really my place to judge. We all are going through things. We all have made mistakes, and we all might do things because of, you know, whatever, like, something's going on. But anyway, so rather than saying, like, this person is mischievous or this person is sneaky, I think this person is just very intelligent. I think, you know, they probably do have, like, a manipulative side to them, but, like, not in a bad way. Like, I think everybody's a little manipulative. That sounds so bad. I don't mean it like, you know, everyone's manipulative, everybody gaslights each other. No. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, you know, creative people are manipulative in the sense that, like, you know, like, if you think of a film or, like, art or literature, you like, they make the story in a way to, like, make you feel something, or they create an image that's trying to make you feel something. That is technically manipulative, but so if anything, I feel like this person is like creative manipulative, you know. This person A could be a very creative person. They could like literature or like storytelling specifically, especially if with with Earth. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication and words and ideas, so they might really like to write, you know, if they have Virgo or Mercury. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, but, like, so manipulative in that way. Like, I think that they are very good at, like, I think what it is that they're very good at communicating effectively so that they can, like, make sure that people better understand where they're coming from. That, I don't know, it's so hard to say, like, manipulative, but, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so yeah, I think this person is very creative, a very persuasive, that's the word I was looking for. They're not manipulative, they're persuasive. I think they're a very persuasive person, very persuasive storyteller. They're very intelligent. I also feel like this person is very, not shy, but, like, reserved, you know. That is that earth energy. Earth signs are usually pretty reserved. They're pretty, like keep to themselves kind of person. I feel like this fox, I guess I'll call him the fox, the fox person is more reserved than most people. I feel like they might shy away from, like, being in the spotlight. I also think of, like, you know, like, foxholes, like, they have their little, like, dens that they hibernate in the winter. Like, I think this is this person. They might need a lot of time to, like, recuperate and, like, you know, they go hide away and then they come out and they're like, hey guys, I'm back, like, you know. So yeah, this person might need a lot of time to kind of, like, to like recharge. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry, I'm like kind of not really thinking right now, but anyway, yeah, so this person might need a lot of time to recharge. Also gonna say with this rat, it says compatible dragon and monkey, incompatible horse and rabbit, intelligent, adaptable, resourceful, quick-witted, charming, artistic, and sociable. Yeah, I think that definitely fits this person, like as I was saying before, like very intelligent, very persuasive, artistic, like yeah, I definitely think that goes along with this person. And then we also have pig here. It says compatible rabbit and goat, incompatible monkey and snake, honorable, philanthropic, oh my god, philanthropic, a philanthropist, basically. Determined, optimistic, sincere, generous, and sociable. And yeah, I definitely think that this person is like that. I feel like because it's a fox, this person might be like misunderstood or misrepresented as somebody who is sly and manipulative. You know, because I think they're a very persuasive speaker and I think they're very charming, so it might come off to some people as very like manipulative and very like insincere and fake. But I think deep down this person really is like very generous and sincere. I think it's also like because they're reserved, this person A, that people might get the impression that like, well, you know, like you don't really say much, like you don't really open up to a lot of people, so you must be hiding something. But I don't think that's the case. I think they just like, you know, they're just protective of like their own self, and so like most of the time they don't really open up immediately to strangers. Sorry, that was a weird clicking noise. But yeah, so like, you know, their friends and family would know them as very sincere and generous and sociable. I think that goes along with like earth signs, you know, myself included. Like a lot of people say that I'm like very shy and like quiet, but like my closest friends are like, oh my god, you are so loud, you are so like open, trauma dump all the time. Like, and I feel like that's very accurate for most earth signs. So I don't know, this person might be like that. They might have like two different personalities depending on who they're with. Oh god. Sorry. Oh, okay, sorry. Anyway, we also have seeking pleasure here. So I feel like in this connection, this person is really attracted to person B. Like I think they like saw person B and was like, damn, like they're so hot. And like I almost want to say like I don't think that's like typical for this person, because I mean, like if earth signs here and then like everything that these two cards say, like they're not I don't think that they are normally like immediately attracted to anyone, but with person B they were very much immediately attracted to them, and that kind of like, I feel like that almost kind of threw them off, because, you know, with that earth energy and that resourcefulness, I think they're not used to that. Like they're kind of like suspicious of other people, in the sense that like, or not, I guess suspicious isn't the right word. I feel like person A is they're just very cautious around people, I think, because they're used to people letting them down, or like, yeah, like letting them down. And therefore, like when they meet new people, even if they like subconsciously find them attractive, they kind of go like, well, let's wait and see what this person is really like. But with person B here in this connection, I think person A saw them and like kind of recognized something special about them, you know? I feel like this card also shows or like tells honestly how like what's the word? How like virile, I don't think that's the right word, but like sexual, I guess. Like I think like people might not, like, because they're so reserved, that people might not really think that this person is like really interested in romance or like sex, but I think people kind of like underestimate how person A, like how sexual they really are. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But yeah, so I think they were very attracted to person B and very like, they're a little risque underneath it all. They're a little adventurous underneath it all. But anyway, let's talk about person B now, because I think that's all I have to say for person A. Person B is being represented by the peacock, which has the air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Oh my god, sorry. I don't know why that took me so long. And then we also have Libra over here, so they might... Sorry, something fell. So they might specifically have Libra placements, or they might be a Libra. Let's see, here it says strengths: sociable, idealistic, diplomatic, weakness, indecisive, gullible, and resentful. So yeah, I feel like that shows that person B, I feel like, you know, even just like looking at the peacock, like a peacock is very showy. Like, they're one of the most like flamboyant, like you know, with their fan their peacock tails, like, you know, yeah. They're very like gaudy, that's the word I was looking for. Like, one of the most gaudy animals. Like, I'm not saying that the person B is gaudy, like they don't have any taste or anything like that, because I don't think that's the case. It's just that they're a very showy person. So this person might be very extroverted and very outgoing and very sociable, like it says right here. And I also just feel like this person, like, as person A recognized, this person does have a very like unique magnetic quality to them. Like, people just notice person B anywhere they go. Like, I think that's more of like what the peacock is representing, is that they have a very unique aura to them, which I think is what attracted person A to person B in the first place, is that they had a very unique aura and like magnetism to them that they didn't really see anywhere else. But just to like talk a little bit more about person B, I think person B, like with the peacock here, is I think they're also very protective, because like I think of peacocks, and like a lot of like really rich people back in the day used to like have peacocks on their properties, like as security guards. They'd like chase people around. They're very territorial. So I think this person is like pretty territorial of like their loved ones. I think, you know, especially with this Libra here, they probably are very passionate about like things that they believe in and like the people around them that they care about. And so this peacock person probably has like a bit of a like what's the word I'm looking for? I think they have like kind of like a almost like, excuse me, like an Aries attitude towards people when they're like trying to protect those that they love, even though they're a Libra. And I mean, like, Libra, or not that they're a Libra, if they have Libra replacements. It's funny because Libra is always like put off as like the most agreeable person in the room, but when they really know what they believe in, they're actually like very good fighters. They're lovers and a fighter. But anyway, so yeah, I feel like they do have that, like, I think it's just they have that Aries attitude when it comes to the people that they love, because that they believe in the people that they love, and they know that like they'll always have their back, and so they're very protective of those that they love. I also want to note that we have friend, acquaintance, or coworker coming in. So I feel like real quick, just like jealousy and possessiveness. I like totally forgot about that card, but like, yeah, I think they can be very possessive over their loved ones as well. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like this person might be a friend or a coworker, or like someone you know, or like between person A and person B, like they might just be friends at the moment, or like coworkers or something. Or it could be that you met this person, or like you guys met through a mutual friend or coworker or something, like somebody mutual. Possibilities, a few possibilities. Oh, okay, so I want to talk about this jealousy and possessiveness card. Oh, sorry. I'm like, for some reason I'm like really all over the place, so maybe this person might be all over the place. I can especially see that if they have Libra in them. You know, I have a Libra Mercury. I'm just all over the place all the time sometimes. So anyway, I was gonna say, personally, like, I'm not necessarily getting that like you guys are together at the moment. I think, like, if anything, I feel like this is a pretty new relationship, like, which makes sense why friend, acquaintance, or coworker would be coming out. Like, I feel like this is a bit of a newer connection. Like, I don't get the sense that you guys have known each other for a long time. So, I mean, you could be together, but I feel like that's unlikely. Anyway, jealousy and possessiveness. So, yeah, so like I said before, like, this person I feel like is very possessive over their loved ones, and like I was saying, like, they have this like protective quality over them. Like, they might be very territorial over their friends. And as far as like with person A, I feel like person B is like very possessive over person A. Like, I think they're very attracted to you, at the very least, in like a friend sort of way. And you know, they care about you, so, or like, I keep saying that, I don't know why. They care about person A, and so I think they do get very possessive over person A. However, jealousy is here, and I feel like that jealousy is like of other people who spend time with person A, or people who have tried to ask out person A. I'm like, I don't think that they're jealous of person A. I think it's more of like they're jealous of other people who try to get to know, or who like try to approach person A, because I do think there is an attraction there. And there is definitely a lot of like caring energy, a lot of just a lot of caring energy from person B for person A. And I think that they do get jealous of people who try to approach person A. But yeah, I think that's all I have for this energy update. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the tarot now. I'm just gonna pause the video real quick so that it doesn't cut out, but yeah, give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back with the tarot. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the tarot and get a better idea of what this person is feeling towards you. So Spirit, what is pile 2's person's current feelings for them? What is pile 2's person's current feelings towards them? Okay, so first we have the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, move that more like right there. And we also have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we also have Two of Pentacles. And on the back we have the Ace of Wands. Stay. Let me just straighten everything out real quick. Sorry, I like had something in my throat all day, so excuse me if I like choke on camera. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so pile 2. How is this person currently feeling about you? Well, I do want to emphasize that, yeah, I definitely think this is like a newer connection. I don't think you guys have known each other for very long. We have a lot of pentacles, so I feel like there's definitely this like slow quality to this, how this relationship is building, which is interesting because we have the Ace of Wands over here. So I feel like on the surface it's moving very slowly, but like very quickly this person is like developing a lot of like passionate feelings for you. But let's start with this Ten of Swords. I feel like this person, the way that they see you, I feel like there's like two kind of interpretations here. I feel like the first one is that this person kind of sees you as a little bit cold and distant. I think it's like, you know, especially if you're person A, I feel like it's just because you're very shy and reserved and you don't really like to give too much away at first meetings. You know, and if you think that you're person B, I think this person is mostly just like confused about like how confident you are and like how like unique you are, and I think they kind of like, I feel like that kind of scares them a little bit. So that's kind of like the first part of how I feel like they see you. I think this person is just kind of intimidated by you and kind of like, I feel like they struggle to kind of approach you at times. And I feel like it's mostly because they, like, depending on which person they were, or like, you know, whatever person they were, I think it's just because they are kind of used to like being treated the same way as by everyone, but you don't treat them that way, so it kind of like, it's kind of off-putting, and they're like, I don't know what to do. I've never been treated like this before. I don't know how to talk to this person. But like I said, it doesn't like deter or like doesn't deter them from feeling more about you and like developing more feelings for you. The other thing I want to say with this Ten of Swords is I feel like kind of building on that, like, intimidation aspect, I feel like this person, I feel like it's because that they feel so strongly about you that they're kind of scared that, like, things might go wrong, that they might, like, fuck it up somehow. So I feel like, you know, the way, and I don't want to say, like, they're blaming you for it, like, they're like, oh, I just don't know how to talk to this person's, like, really hard to talk to. I think it's more of just, like, they're just, like, scared of them screwing things up for themselves. I'm actually gonna grab a few clarifiers just so that maybe I can get a better idea of what this is all about. So Spirit, can we have a clarifier for the Ten of Swords? Okay, yeah, we have the King. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. It's kind of what I was already saying, but anyway, okay, I'm gonna grab one for these two as well. Okay, so can we get a clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles? We have the Six of Swords. And then a clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles, please. A clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles, Spirit, please. Clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that makes more sense what I was saying about Ten of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like they really have strong feelings for you. I think they care about you deeply, even though you guys, like, just met, or this is a newer connection. I think that their feelings really do run deep. I think they see you. They see you as somebody who's very, like, important in the sense of, like, oh my god, sorry, I'm, like, blanking really hard, but basically, like, what I was saying before, like, they see you as somebody very special because you don't treat them the way that everybody else treats them, and they're kind of, like, confused on, like, how to behave towards you because they're not sure if, like, because they really like you, and because they're not sure if, like, the way that you're treating them is because you don't like them, or because you're shy, or because, you know, like, they offended you or something. I think they just, like, they get in their head about their feelings towards you. I think they, like, you know, I think they, like, overthink it a little bit too much, and they're, like, I don't know, they're just struggling to, like, talk to you. But, you know, I think it's, I don't think it's, like, a huge problem. Like, I don't think that, like, if there have been miscommunications with you, or, like, you between this person, it's definitely fixable. I think both of you just kind of have to, like, relax a little bit and be like, okay, they're still a human being, and I've talked to human beings before, you know. I think they just, like, they like you so much that they just get in their head about everything. Anyway, moving on to the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. The way that they're seeing themselves right now is like, I don't know, like, getting, like, same thing, like, I think they're kind of, like, getting in their head about themselves as well. Like, we have this Seven of Pentacles, which is, like, this card like talks a lot about like hard work, like putting in the work to get results. Same with the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Swords, which is about like traveling or like going through a journey to like learn how to communicate, you know, or like to communicate, to like give a message to somebody. So I feel like this person, because they're so intimidated by you in a way, they feel like they need to like offer you something, you know, like of substance with, you know, with this Pentacles, but they're aware that like they don't really have anything to offer, like in a sense. I just like, I feel like they see themselves as like going through this journey to get you something. I don't know how to I don't know what, yeah, I think that they're just like, I think that honestly they're just overthinking everything right now, because they are so like, because they just really like you. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like they need to, they like kind of need to get their shit together. I think they, usually the way that they see themselves is very like low, I guess, like low self-esteem, or like kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit hard to explain. I feel like it's more of like this person doesn't really know how to please you, because I feel like objectively it's just because you guys don't really know each other that well, but I feel like they think it's because they aren't worthy of you, or that like they need to like step up their game a little bit or something, and because they're intimidated by you. Like that's it. Like, it just like, they don't know how to talk to you, and they feel like oh, I need to like show them proof that I'm like good enough for them, when like you're probably thinking like, what are you talking about? I really like you. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, that's how they're feeling about themselves. Let's move on to this Eight of Pentacles and this Five of Wands. I feel like they're aware, like kind of what I was saying before, like they're aware that they have things that they need to work on in order to have like a stable relationship with you, or connection with you. I think they're kind of like, with this Five of Wands here, fighting themselves about like, about how they're gonna go about it. I think, you know, I have, you know, we have these two swords here, and then we have the Peacock and Libra. The Peacock with all the air signs, and then Libra in the energy check. I think what this person like really needs to work on is just communication with you in order to like have a stable relationship or connectionship. That's a new one I haven't heard. A connection with you. But they are aware that like they need to put in the work, because I think they are very aware, like I said over here, or like not aware, but like because they feel like they're not good enough, they're aware that they need to like work on that and like find self-love and self-acceptance in order to feel worthy of you in a way, you know? Like, I think that's what I was trying to say over here, but it just like wasn't coming out right. But yeah, they're aware that they need to like work on themselves in order to like really be worthy of you and your time. But they're kind of fighting themselves right now about it, because they don't they don't realize it's communication that they need to work on. Which, I don't know, maybe it would be good for you to kind of open up the conversation, especially if you are the fox, opening up the conversation and just being honest and say hey, I'm just really shy and cautious around people because the X, Y, and Z, and let them know what's going on. And if you are the peacock, just letting them know just letting them know again what's going on. I think either way, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on to this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like both of you really want to set up a foundation for a relationship, because I think both of you are very attracted to each other. We have King of Cups here, Ace of Wands, and all these Pentacles. So I think there is a bit of security in one another. I think both of you kind of make each other feel safe and calm, and you do have those very deep feelings for one another. So it is possible. And I think both of you really want to set up that foundation, but it really is that I don't want to say it's just this person, because obviously relationships, connections are always a two-way street, but probably this person, communication is a big thing that both of you need to work on, and feeling worthy of the other one. So with this Two of Pentacles, I think this person is just kind of going back and forth with well, should I make a move or should I not make a move? And I think honestly they're just waiting for things to kind of fall in place, for them to kind of come to a realization of what they need to do in order to create this stable foundation for you. I'm gonna grab a clarifier real quick. Jesus. For this Two of Pentacles, just so I can get a better idea of what's going on. Shit. Okay. Well. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's exactly what I was saying before. We had the Hanged Man. They are just kind of waiting for things to fall into place. Hold on. Another card fell out. And we also have the Moon. So I feel honestly, they're waiting for things to kind of fall into place, but it's a little bit of a delusional idea to wait for things. If I'm being completely honest, I feel they're waiting for things to fall into place because they don't have the tools to recognize on their own what it is that they need to do to create this foundation, to create this connection with you. And if they just wait for things to fall into place within themselves, they're going to be waiting for a very long time to start anything with you. And I mean, it's up to you to wait or not to see how things play out, but there's also the chance that you would kind of move on, which would make sense, because I even myself, I'm I can only wait so long, but for things to happen before moving on to the next thing. But yeah, so I think that's what's going on here. They really do want to start this stable foundation, but they're just kind of waiting for everything to work itself out. But that day may or may not come, you don't know. And then lastly, this Ace of Wands, like I was saying before, they do have very strong feelings for you. I think they see you as like a new start to things. I think, or excuse me, at the very least, you make them feel like brand new. That's what was coming through. You make them feel like they have a new start in life, and that they are able to like move forward from things that have happened in the past. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so that's all I have for the tarot. Let's go ahead and get into the advice. So for advice, we have, these are kind of, I don't know, I use them as advice cards, but like they're not exactly advice. I don't know. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get into it. So for starters, we have love notes. Surrender to your heart. It's easy to overthink love, whether you're wondering where a long-term relationship is headed or analyzing every minute of a first date. Being thoughtful about love is important, but sometimes our heads can get in the way of our hearts. In your journal, consider how you can surrender to love and let things unfold without resistance or analysis. How can you be more present in your love life? How can you release the urge to control things? Write yourself a short affirmation. Sorry, my dog. Write yourself a short affirmation to help you return to the present moment whenever you're overthinking your love life. So yeah, you could very well be overthinking things too. Like, I think, you know, a common thing between the A person and the B person is that they both kind of like overthink the situation. Air and earth, I feel like, are big overanalyzers and tend to overthink everything that they do. So yeah, like, I know I was saying before, like, I think this person has really gotten into their head about everything because they feel so deeply about, excuse me, about this situation. But if you're also feeling this way, this might be a good way to kind of like get over that overthinking. Like it said, write yourself a short affirmation to help you return to the present moment whenever you're overthinking your love life. So that might be a good idea for you. We also have another love notes. Write your own fairy tale. It's time to write your own fairy tale. In your journal or on a piece of paper, dream up your grandest fairy tale romance. Don't hold back. Imagine the love connection you have, the places you've visited, the adventures you'll take. Putting your romantic dreams on paper will connect you to your heart's desire and bring you one step closer to manifesting your vision. So yeah, this would be a good idea too. I mean, I used to do this all the time, but that's just because I was like so deep in my Pisces fantasies about love that I was like writing my own fairy tales. But honestly, it helps to like get your fantasies out and like be like, okay, well, this would be fucking amazing if this happened, and like helps you understand more of what you're looking for in love, and helps you to get a better relationship with your own version of love too. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, that's an idea. Okay, so here we have love chakras. Solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is centered above your navel. This chakra is associated with the sense of self-worth, confidence, and healthy boundaries. An unbalanced or blocked solar plexus can result in low self-esteem and lack of motivation, making it hard to get the respect and love you deserve in relationships. Dancing is a great way to activate this zone. Close dancing with a partner or simply shaking your hips in your room to your favorite spirited love song can help open up these energies. Therapy, yoga, breathwork, and mindfulness exercises can help you clear the solar plexus, allowing you to heal, build confidence, and thrive. So yeah, I think that's a good thing too, really getting in touch with your chakras, especially if you feel like you've been lacking in certain areas. Definitely getting in touch with the chakra that rules that area of life is a very good idea. Yeah. And then finally, for advice, we have crystals for love. Amethyst. This purple stone carries healing and protective vibes. Amethyst is your go-to crystal when it's time to release an ex or purge your life of negativity. If you're hung up on someone and can't quite bring yourself to end things, wearing an amethyst pendant or bracelet can help you move on. This crystal can also protect you from drama and improve your intuition when you wear it on your body. Yeah, I love amethyst. I have amethyst somewhere. It's awesome. So, that's all I have for advice. Now we'll get into some channeled messages. Sorry, I know this one is a long reading, but I thought it would be fun and necessary to kind of get like a big picture of everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into some channeled messages. So Spirit, what would pile 2's person say to pile 2 if they could be completely honest? What would pile 2's person say to them if they could be completely honest? I'm learning the lessons I need to be with you. So yeah, that's kind of what I was saying before, where like they know that they need to work on themselves in order to be with you, but just it's a very slow process. I'm gonna take these 3. Never say goodbye. So yeah, kind of like, again, with I feel like the Hanged Man and this 2 of Pentacles here, they're kind of like waiting for things to fix themselves, and they're hoping that you will wait around for them. We have Baby Girl. Aw, I love you. Aw. Okay, what else? We have Where Are You Going? So yeah, if you felt like things are going too slow, they might be like aware that you're kind of like letting go a little bit. I'm so sorry I hurt you, and I'm in love with how independent you are. Okay, that should be good. I'm in pain without you. I love your gypsy ways. Forgive me. Stay with me. Oh my god. Do you still love me? Unavailable. Let's get lost in the woods together, and where have you been all my life? Yeah, this unavailable here, I feel like it's just because they're taking time to really get to know themselves before they start anything with you, because I think they are very attracted to you. We have I love you here, and a bunch of like I love this about you, I love this about you, I'm in pain without you. So yeah, I have that. So lastly, let's go ahead and get some letters and signs. Try to really like mix these up because the bag is so small. Get back in there. Okay, so for stars we have Aries, Q, K, Cancer, that way, Sagittarius, B, we have that Libra again, so yeah, Libra might be an important placement, Pisces, Z, M or W, whichever way you want to read it, P, F, and H. So there you are. Yeah, so that is your reading. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope something resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if anything did resonate or if something happened between y'all, what happened. I'm super nosy and I love to know. Love all the drama. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you stay tuned for the next video. Go ahead and check out my old videos. Watch me going to the crystal shop. That one was really fun, and it was fun to do something besides a reading for once. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hi there, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading on what are their current feelings. Yay! Okay, so basically the way that I'm gonna do this reading is I have some oracles off to the side. That's gonna kind of be like an energy check to make sure that like this is you and your person. Also, if nothing seems to be resonating, go ahead and check a different pile. If you can't find another pile, then it's likely that there's no messages for you today. But yeah, so I'm going to do the energy check with the oracles, then I'm going to get into the tarot, pull some advice, channeled messages, and finally some letters and signs. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Put this off to the side for now. So, also the way that I did this was, I'm going to do like person A, person B, and you can figure out who's who, see which one you relate to most. I don't really want to limit it to be like, this is supposed to be you and this is supposed to be your person, because, you know, a lot of the times people are mirroring each other, so that's how I'm going to do it. So, for starters, for person A, we have the elk. Get that nice and front and center. We have the charm of simplicity. And then for some clarifiers, we have the rat in the Chinese zodiac, which would be anyone born in 1936, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 2008, or 2020. And then we have Scorpio born in from October 23rd to November 22nd. And then for person B, we have the peacock. We have erotic bliss. We have false flame. And we have feminine energy. Okay. Okay, pile 3. Please don't get offended when you see false flame, because for one, it could be like a false start, and or also if they really are a false flame, trust me, you're better off without them. But you know, only you know that. So go with your gut instinct on that. But okay, so let's start. I actually kind of want to start with person B this time. Usually I start over here, but let's start with person B. So yeah, we have false flame, feminine energy. So first off, this person could be a female or male, you know, it doesn't really matter. Feminine energy just means that they're very in touch with their divine feminine, or they're more in touch with their divine feminine than they are their divine masculine side. So yeah, this person could have a lot of feminine energy in the sense that, like, maybe they like to cook, maybe they're a more nurturing person, maybe they really like art, anything that falls under like the stereotypical feminine energy. But anyway, also just being like the divine feminine, honestly, her purpose here is to like create understanding from emotions, like emotional understanding and strength within yourself. That is the purpose of the divine feminine energy. So this person may be very independent, or like very emotionally intelligent. We have the peacock here with the air sign, which could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They could have a lot of like Mercury energy. They could be very intelligent, just in general. Let's see. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. So person B, the vibe that I'm getting from person B is, I don't want to say shallow, because I don't know, I think it's hard to like really tell if somebody's shallow or not. You know, we don't know what's going on in people's brains, like, you can never tell. But I do think, okay, yeah, I guess a little shallow. So just like, I hate being like, this person's like this, you know, and it's like something that has a negative connotation. Like, I hate people, I hate labeling people as like negative, you know. But I do think this person is a little shallow in the sense that, like, it's probably due to, like, a lack of feeling valuable or, like, worthy. They might have some strong second house placements. I feel like a lot of people with second house placements, or even seventh house, which would be ruled by Libra, we have air signs right here, tend to feel like they don't really have a lot of worth on their own, and so they tend to have a little bit more like shallow interests. So I don't want you to get offended if this is you, if that sounds like you. Please don't get offended, because I don't feel like either party is a bad person. I honestly feel like most of the times when I do these readings, like, they're never a bad person. It's just hurt people. I don't like to call people bad people. They're hurt people. That's what they are. So if this is you, if this like starts sounding like you, and I just said like you have shallow interest, please don't take that offense to that. I don't think it makes you a bad person. But anyway, so like I said, I think it's due to, like, feelings of not really feeling worthy. So they might have materialistic or shallow interests, in the sense that, like, they might feel like they need to have the latest thing on them at all times, or like in their possession, to make them feel special. Also, when I think of the peacocks, I think of, like, you know, lavish, like royalty kind of vibe. So this person might feel like they need to hold up like a certain social status as well in order to feel worthy of anything. I feel like they value other people's opinions a lot, because they feel like they need, like, external validation to make themselves feel better about themselves. Yeah. Sorry, I like it. Okay, anyway, moving on. Yeah, so I feel like this person might, like, really value materialistic things, and or other people's opinions, having like a high social status. They could also have like Capricorn or Taurus placements. Like I said, with that second house, Taurus rules the second house. But even Libra, like, Libra's also ruled by Saturn, or like it's exalted in Saturn. Or Saturn is exalted in Libra, sorry. So they do have that bit of, like, you know, they feel like they need to have, like, a high social status, you know, like Capricorn. Capricorn is very big on social status. They rule the 10th house of career, the public eye. So it makes sense, you know. So yeah, that might, all those might be important placements with person B. I also want to talk about this erotic bliss. I think this kind of like ties into what I was saying, where they feel like they need to have the latest thing at all times. I feel like this person also feels like they need to be around the best company at all times. Like, they need to have the best sex, the best partner at all times. Oh god, I hate saying this, but I feel like person B might be very insecure about themselves, and they might seek validation outside of themselves to feel better. I've already said that, but yeah, I'm getting that this person is kind of really insecure about themselves. which I feel like also kind of makes sense with feminine energy, oh my god, unevolved feminine, divine feminine energy can be very insecure about themselves and very petty, catty, shallow, you know. That's, yeah. I feel like I'm making this person sound really bad, but like I said, I want to emphasize I don't think either party is a bad person. I don't really necessarily think that anybody in this world is a bad person, you know, unless you're like purposefully trying to exploit other people or you're a murderer or a rapist or something like that. Sorry, I probably can't say that on YouTube, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, yeah, I don't think person B is a bad person. I think they're just very like wounded, hurt, which makes them feel insecure. They probably had a pretty tough childhood. Like, they probably grew up feeling invalidated a lot and feeling like if they weren't like achieving something at all times that they weren't important, which is probably why they have this like peacock persona, like, oh, I'm like the hottest thing since Pepsi. And like kind of puts on like this royalty facade, like, oh yes, I'm above everybody else, because really deep down they don't feel that way about themselves, and they need external things to make them feel better. But anyway, yeah, back to this erotic bliss. Like I said, I feel like that's kind of is tied in. Oh my god, we also have peacocks here. Sorry, I just noticed that. I didn't notice that before, so that's funny. Peacocks might genuinely be like important to this person, or it might be like some, you know, peacocks might be important to this person or this connection. Anyway, so sorry. So erotic bliss here. Like I was saying, where I feel like they feel like they need like the best people around or the best sex. Like, I think this person also, when like entering into romantic situations, they feel like the goal is to experience as much pleasure as they can, to experience erotic bliss. But, which, you know, like, you totally could. But at the same time, like, again, it's kind of like a shallow view of like looking at things. Like romance or love, not just romance, because romance, you know, don't come at me for this, because I have a Pisces rising. I still believe in romance, but romance is different from love. Romance is like the fairy tale fantasy gesture that you make towards somebody you have deep feelings of love for. And love is about caring for another person selflessly. That is what love is. And I feel like this person, they haven't really quite learned that yet, and they think that love equals extreme pleasure. Happiness equals extreme pleasure. And so I feel like, yeah, this person hasn't really gotten the chance to learn what true love is, because like I said, I feel like it's probably, like I said, I feel like this person probably grew up feeling invalidated and unimportant, and so they haven't experienced that unconditional love, that feeling of like, well, no matter what I do, no matter who I am, somebody's gonna love me, or I can love myself, I have myself. This person hasn't experienced that, and so they do equate like, oh, it's true love when it's extreme pleasure. And as far as like in this connection, what this card tells me is that this person probably views person A as somebody who can give them extreme pleasure. And I feel like I want to, okay. I don't want to say just yet that this person has like deep feelings for person A quite yet, because I want to look at the tarot to see like what exactly is going on and who exactly is who, but this person is very attracted to person A, and I think it goes beyond the physical in the sense that they find this elk person very interesting. You know, Scorpio over here, most people are drawn to Scorpios. There's always something interesting about Scorpios. But yeah, so I do think this peacock person is very attracted to person A and beyond the physical, like I said. But I want to just reiterate, like, I think because they have such a shallow view of love and happiness and relationships, that I'm not exactly sure yet how person B truly feels about person A. So, I mean, we'll get into that in the tarot. I mean, unless this is you, which you could be either one. You know, sorry, I gotta scooch up in my seat. But yeah, I want to get more into the tarot to see, like, how this person that you're asking about is feeling for you, pile 3. And I can't really exactly tell just yet from this, you know. Anyway, yes, this person B is attracted to person A. I will say that. So anyway, now let's talk about person A. So person A, we have the elk here. That's the earth sign, so signs that are important could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, definitely here. Person A, I feel like, is kind of coming from a completely different world or level, in a sense. Like, I feel like person A is much more grounded and much more, like, aware of how things really work. I mean, not that this person doesn't, but I think, you know, you already know what I said. I've said it a million times. I think that this person is coming for a much more grounded perspective, and I think they have, you know, especially with this Scorpio here, they've probably, like, really gone through the trenches in love, and they probably are a lot more aware of, like, what true love is for them. And I think they're also more aware of, like, what it means to really love somebody and know when somebody really loves you. I'll say that. Also I feel like this elk person, and it's kind of funny, we have the peacock looking directly at the elk person, but the elk person is looking away. I feel like this elk person, in terms of, like, how they feel about this connection and person B, I feel like they're kind of aware, or at least in the very sense, like, afraid that person B doesn't really have, like, genuine feelings for them. I think, you know, because of this Scorpio here and what I was saying earlier, where they've probably been through the trenches and they probably know the difference by now, what it really looks like when somebody loves you. I think they see person B as somebody who is a little bit shallow, and they are kind of aware that, like, person B is very insecure and that affects other people. And so I think person A is attracted to person B, but they're just kind of unsure. You know, Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio placements, they're very slow to getting into a relationship or getting involved with anything, because they want to be sure 100% that what's going on is, like, guaranteed success or, like, guaranteed fulfillment, you know. They're really, like, stubborn, I guess, in that sense. They very rarely take risks. You know, even the more wild Scorpios, they only are wild when they know that there's no consequences. But anyway, so yeah, I think this person A, really just is like waiting for person B to show their true colors. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest, that's kind of how it came through to me. So yeah, also just another thing about this elk person, you know, also Scorpio with like Capricorn or Taurus or something, really all the earth signs, but Capricorn and Taurus in particular, they could be very, very stubborn and like suspicious of people. And they might not, they might not even like let person B know that they have feelings for them. Like honestly I feel like that could be shown like with the peacock looking to the elk and the elk is looking this way. Person B is probably like, I'm like really attracted to this person and like they're talking to me, but I don't know if they like me. I can't tell how exactly they feel about me. And I feel like it's because the elk doesn't want the peacock to know how they feel about them yet, because they're not exactly sure how they feel about the peacock. They're not exactly sure if they can trust the peacock. Yeah. So I wanted to say that. Anyway, moving on to the charm of simplicity. I feel like person A, like I said, they have gone through the trenches with love and romance and all that good shit. I feel like the point that they're at now is like, I'm just gonna be myself and I'm not gonna try too hard to make anybody like me and to like keep them around, you know, it is not my place. I think that they definitely have a more mature, like conscious awareness about people and relationships at this point. That could also be another thing in this connection. Person A might be person A might be older than person B, and so they might be a little bit more reserved and a little bit more like what's the word I'm looking for? They might be a little bit more reserved and they might not like come off as a very romantic person, which I feel like person B is like kind of like drawn to. They like more romance, they like flashy presentations, but when it comes to person A, like I said, it's that Scorpio. Like everybody is always like, what is their deal? Like, what's going on with so and so, the Scorpio? Like, it's just something about Scorpios. I don't know how to explain it. I myself have even fallen into it. Anyway, so I feel like person A really isn't person B's type, but they are drawn to them simply because they are so confident in themselves. I feel like person A is very confident in who they are and very like they really know what they want in a relationship, in love, and they're just waiting to see what person, like if person B kind of fits that bill. That's another thing about Scorpio. If they are a Scorpio or if they have Scorpio placements, especially Venus or Moon, and this is just from personal experience, they are going to test you. They have a long list of things that you have to check off before they go, okay, yeah, you're cool, and I'll give it a shot. So that might be another thing. Person A might be testing person B to see like what their deal is a little bit. But anyway, back to this simplicity of charm. I think they're really just like at the point where they're like, I'm just gonna be myself and I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be whatever, you know. I am going to be confident in myself and I'm not going to change for anybody, you know, just keeping it simple and upfront. I think person A is kind of an upfront person, especially if they have Capricorn in them, and Scorpio as well. But Capricorn, I feel like They're very upfront and direct because they are no nonsense, no bullshit. But yeah, yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this so far. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. I'm gonna pause the video real quick and then get into the tarot, so I will be right back. I'm back with the tarot. I'm so sorry for like the awkward pauses. I'm trying to make it less awkward because I don't want to ruin the flow of the reading. But yeah, my camera, it has this time limit on it, and my camera, and I'm trying to like avoid it as much as possible and have it be like I'm talking about something blah 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 and then just stops, and then it's like, hey guys, sorry, my camera like I'm trying to do that less. Anyway, so let's get into the tarot to see how is pile 3's person currently feeling about them. Because like I said, I feel like both parties are attracted to each other. I just can't really tell from the energy check, oh my god, how attracted they are to each other. And like, well, like how deep the feelings run. That's what I mean. It's more of just kind of like, this person's like this is how they see love, and this is what they're coming in as. So, yeah. I never shuffle like this, but I just felt like for some reason I needed to shuffle it like this. Just a few times. One more time and then get into it. Okay, so, alright, so far, oh my god, okay, we have 3. So, for starters, we have Death, which is funny because it's ruled by Scorpio, and we had Scorpio up there for person A. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. What else? How is person 3 of Cups? How is pile 3's person? Oh my god, okay, that's too many. There we go. We have the Magician in reverse. And then on the back of the deck, we have the 9 of Cups. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna grab a clarifier for this Magician real quick. Okay. Can you get a clarifier for the Magician in reverse? 10 of Swords. Alright. This artwork is so cool. This is already one of my new favorite decks. Okay. So, pile 3. Okay, so first off I want to say, oh my god, I just got like a really strong whiff of cologne. There's literally no one in here, so if this person wears a lot of cologne, or like really nice smelling cologne, they're definitely here. Or like, you know, that might be significant, just a little something. Yeah, now it's like completely gone. Just like one whiff, now it's gone. Okay, anyway. So, I think this person, I do think this person has pretty strong feelings for you. I think they are like insanely attracted to you. I don't know, there's a lot going on. Okay, so let's start with Death over here. Note, that does not mean that anybody's gonna die, guys. Should know that by now. No, so we have Death over here. I feel like this person really sees you as fascinating. And I think especially if they are the peacock, I think they are fascinated by your confidence and your like directness. I don't think they're really used to that. Or directness in a sense. Like I think they are, because like I said, if you are the elk, what I was getting from person A, was like, you know, kind of like being distant and not really like showing your feelings. But like I was saying with that simplicity card, you know, just being upfront about like how you do things and like taking it slow and whatnot. So like that kind of directness, that's what I mean by directness. I think this person is fascinated by that. If you are the elk person, if you are the peacock, same thing, like this person is very fascinated with you, but I think it's more of like they're fascinated by your showmanship, I guess. Like, because like I was saying with the peacock, like I feel like the peacock person might be insecure about themselves at times, and they might feel like that they need a bunch of stuff around them to like make them feel better about themselves. But I think to this person, it comes off as like, what's the word I'm looking for? It comes off as like determination and like a need to do better and continue to grow. Like a kind of like a power thing, you know? Scorpios are very interested in people with power, or who have like this kind of strong energy. But anyway, either way, like whichever person you are, this person is very fascinated by your energy. I think they're aware of like how unique of a person you are and like how special you are, like deep down under it all. I think this person, yeah, I think that they recognize like how special you are, and they recognize that you have quite a unique energy, quite a powerful energy to you. I think both person A and person B have very strong energies to them, very like intense energies. People, for both sides, people probably say like, wow, you're just a lot or something. But anyway, yeah, also like, you know, death is associated with Scorpio. Like Scorpio rules the death card, and Scorpio is associated with sex. So I think they find you very sexy, very attractive. I definitely see a lot of attraction here, with this death card and the 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups as well. Anyway, but however, like with the death card, I do feel like this person kind of sees you as like a chance to grow and like a chance to, I don't know, learn from their mistakes. Yeah, I think they recognize that like regardless of what this connection is, because I know we did have false flame there, regardless of what this connection is, I think this person is aware of how you will make them grow. There you go. Moving on to this 8 of Swords, I feel like the way that they're looking at themselves right now is they're kind of like, stuck in a way. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say stuck because it's not exactly the word I'm looking for. I feel like they have a lot that they've been through, and I think they're kind of like I guess like in a way they are like stuck in the past. I think that's what I want to say. I feel like, you know, he's blindfolded here and he's got a bunch of knives pointing at him. I feel like this person feels like when it comes to relationships, they don't really like I don't know, something's stopping them, and I feel like it has to do with like past trauma. I'm gonna grab a clarifier real quick just to get a better understanding. Okay, so we have the Chariot, and we have the Empress. Okay, makes a little bit more sense. Also a ton of major arcana, so I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so yeah, I feel like starting with this Chariot here, explaining this Eight of Swords, I feel like what they are stuck in is like past achievements that like they've kind of moved forward now, and like I feel like they think like, oh, I can never do anything as good as I did that one time. Like they're worried that they will never, like, that they've peaked, that they'll never be as successful as they used to be. Like when it comes to relationships or just like in general. We also have the Empress here, you know, which is about like abundance and nurturing energy. I feel like because they're stuck in that mode where they're like, well, I can't, like, you know, it's like, well, I've already been the best that I can be, and now there's nowhere but down to go. I feel like it prevents them from having that nurturing energy. I think especially if this person is the Peacock, we had that feminine energy. I feel like they're kind of like blocking their own feminine energy because they're afraid and they're kind of stuck in this mentality that they will never be as good as they once were. They will never, I feel like in terms of relationships, it was like they'll never be in love like the first time they were in love, you know. Yeah, and I feel like that could apply to both sides. I feel like you know, I can also especially see that with the Elk when as I was talking about, like, you know, I feel like they've been through the ringer with relationships, and I feel like, you know, they probably now have come to a point where they're like, okay, well, it's not that big a deal. There's no such thing as romance. Like, I feel like they're a little bit jaded, which makes sense for Scorpio and like the Earth signs. I feel like a lot of Earth signs are a little bit jaded in love. And it's kind of like blocking them from like gaining the abundance that they honestly deserve. It, like, I think on both sides, both people really deserve to be happy and really deserve to have like an abundance of unconditional love, but they're like kind of stuck with that mentality. So that might be something that you guys are like mirroring each other on. Yeah, anyway, so moving on to this Nine of Swords. I feel like, so if you are the Peacock person and your person that you're asking about is the Elk, I feel like it goes along, this Nine of Swords goes along with like what I was saying before with kind of like sussing out the person before you really like jump into anything. I feel like this person kind of like, I think because like one reason why they are so cautious if they're the elk person is because they can kind of see like, they can kind of see through bullshit a little bit, and I think they can tell like that a lot of the peacock's like antics are because of their immaturity, and they're kind of like, they're like, I do not want to get involved if this is gonna be really intense, you know. Like, I'm not here for it. I've been through that and I don't need it again. Now if you are the elk person and your person is the peacock person, I think they're feeling a lot, like their feelings towards this connection are really intense and like all over the place. I feel like the peacock person is like frustrated with the elk person because sorry, like my brain just kind of gave up there for a minute. I feel like okay, so if your person is the peacock person, I feel like they're a little bit frustrated with you because they're not used to taking things so slow. They're used to kind of just jumping in. You know, and I think for both sides, like, whether they're the elk person or the peacock person, your person that you're asking about, I feel like is just a little bit apprehensive because they're not sure what they're getting into. And like I said, if they're the elk person, I think they're afraid to get in a tumultuous relationship that is going to cause problems and drama, and they don't want that. And if your person is the peacock person, they're frustrated because they're not used to taking things so slowly, because they're used to kind of like persuading their way into like, well, I think first of all, they're not really used to being like alone and like taking things slowly. And the other part is I think they are just used to like getting what they want in a way. Now this Three of Cups, I think both of you and this person are aware of how much you guys get along, like in a sense, like how attracted you guys are to each other, and like I think you guys make each other laugh a lot, like when things are good. And like probably when you like first met, you guys like hit it off immediately. But I think both of you might just be like I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll start over. I think both of you have strong, at the very least, like platonic feelings for each other. Like, I think both of you recognize that, like, even if anything doesn't happen, and like to be clear, I get the feeling that like this is a situationship, that you guys are like seeing each other but you're not like in a relationship. That fucking thing, that horrible fucking connection. God, sorry, I just had to like rant a little bit about that. I just don't understand. I don't understand guys and gals who are like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but you're the only person I'm seeing. Like, that doesn't fucking make sense to me. I don't know. Anyway, if you guys are in a situationship, that's what I feel like the majority of you are. Otherwise, for the rest of you, you are either not like with this person, haven't been in a relationship with this person before, or no longer in a relationship. But I think for the majority of you, this is like a situationship type thing. And I think both of you at the very least have very strong platonic feelings for each other. Like, both of you could be like best friends if romance wasn't involved. And I think that kind of like fuels your feelings for one another. Like, I think it kind of pushes one another to like continuing exploring a romantic connection. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that Three of Cups. Anyway, moving on to this Magician with this Ten of Swords here. Again, I feel like this person is just like really scared of how this is gonna end. I think both of you, regardless if you are the peacock or the elk, and vice versa for your person, I think they're just very like concerned about how things are gonna end. I think, like I was saying over here with this Nine of Swords, like they're just not sure how this relationship is going to turn out. I think they're just kind of like scared at where things are gonna go. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I do think that this person I think they're very attracted to you, and they could possibly have very strong feelings for you, but I think they are scared of how things are going to turn out. They just don't know if like how this is going to end, because there are so many intense emotions and feelings attached to this connection. And then with this Nine of Cups, like I was saying, like I do think that they have very strong attraction to you and possibly deep feelings. I mean, the Nine of Cups usually indicates like feelings of like immense joy and stuff like that, so it's very possible that this person does have pretty deep feelings for you. But yeah, that's all I have for the tarot. Have some advice cards for you. I was gonna pause it, but I still have some time, so hopefully I can just jump into this and it'll all be fine. So first we have crystals. Love, put it there. Green Adventurine. Known as the stone of great opportunity, green Adventurine is associated with good luck. Call on this crystal when it's time to release old habits that are no longer serving you. When you let go of disappointments, you make room for growth and opportunities. This stone promotes optimism and allows you to gracefully move forward in love with confidence. It also gives you the strength to persevere through romantic setbacks with the knowledge that better luck is just around the corner. Place this stone in a bowl on your desk or in the living room table. The energy from the stone will create abundance. So yeah, this might be helpful. Like, where did I see it? Like, allows you to gracefully move forward in love with confidence. Like, especially if you are the peacock person in this connection, it might be helpful to get this so that, like, just in case things don't work out, you have the strength to move forward. So for love spells, and disclaimer, I do not promote witchcraft on my channel. Witchcraft is a very powerful thing. Only do it if you are well versed in it and you really know what you're doing. I do not recommend the average Joe going out and trying to cast a spell on anyone, because you don't know what you're gonna get. That being said, this is just a suggestion. I am not telling anybody to go do this. Anyway, protect your relationship. This spell protects your relationship from negativity and outside influences that could pull it apart. You'll need a printed photo of you and your partner, black salt, in a white candle. Carve your names and zodiac signs into the side of the candle. Next, write your names and zodiac signs on the picture next to, but not on top of, your faces. Sprinkle a ring of black salt around the photo, then light the candle. Call on the protective ring of salt and energy of the candle to safeguard and sustain your sacred partnership. So yeah, like, if you are worried about how this is going and you really feel like you want to take it to the next level, this might be something good, as long as you know what you're doing with witchcraft. Sorry, it's just like I'm very, very adamant about that. another crystal, rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite can improve your outlook on love and romance, especially if you're feeling defeated or uninspired. Rhodochrosite has purifying powers that soothe emotional stress and deflect negative energy. Turn to this pink stone to increase feelings of positivity and optimism in your dating life or partnership. Keeping rhodochrosite close to your heart chakra in your coat pocket or on a chain can also help you gain a better sense of yourself within a relationship, which can lead to more confidence and love, which, again, if you are the peacock, this is a good one. Next, we have Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of luck, expansiveness, and wisdom. This means that Jupiter can help deepen your sentiments and expand your heart. Your capacity for love and tolerance for understanding those who have different views become elevated when Jupiter shows up. This planet brings cosmic luck and excitement to romance. A great first date, satisfying intimacy in a new relationship, fun adventures with a partner, the positivity that Jupiter bestows upon you will make you feel optimistic about love. So yeah, maybe you guys have a lot of Jupiter aspects in your synastry chart or in your composite chart, whichever. And then finally we have rose quartz. Rose quartz heals heartbreak, attracts new romance, and encourages self-love. Turn to this rose-colored stone when you want to call in a new lover, mend wounds, or overcome feelings of jealousy or insecurity. It's insecurity right there. Can also bring luck to your love life. To work with rose quartz, place the crystal on your heart and think of something that makes you feel calm. Take several deep breaths and send tranquil, loving thoughts to your heart. So yeah, all of these crystals I think would be very good for you. I think honestly, I'm seeing more so the peacock, so I'm kind of getting the feeling that most of you might be the peacock, which I'm sorry if I offended you with my first comments, but even if you are the elk, I feel like these would be great crystals for you guys, just because they're all reassuring and reinforcing crystals. So, and they also promote self-love, which is first and foremost the most important. So next we are going to get some channeled messages, some letters and signs, but I'm going to pause the video real quick so that it doesn't cut out while I'm doing it, and I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, and we're back, and I have my channeled messages. So pile 3, what would your person say to you if they could be completely honest? I love channeled messages. Expect a shit ton of channeled messages, just because I don't know, I think like they really resonate with me more. I don't know. Anyway, so what does pile 3's person really want to say to them? Oh my god, they want to say a lot apparently. What else would pile 3's person say to them if they could be completely honest? What else would pile 3's person say to them? Cuddles. Yeah, I think this person is just very attracted to you. Lover boy. I think in the last one we had baby girl, so you know, I think I almost said pile 2 as well at the beginning of this, so that if you felt drawn to that one as well, I would check that one out. Where are you going? I love how independent you are. Let's get lost in the woods together. Unavailable. Stay with me. Oh, we have baby girl too. Interesting. Funny. Forgive me. Let's see. It kills me to think you found someone else. Marry me. Say you choose me. My love. Let's grow old together. I get lost in you. And then one more. Take that one, not this. I'm not ready. So yeah, I think especially if your person sounded like the elk, I think they're just taking their time to like really get to know you and figure out what's going on in the relationship. But otherwise pretty like strong feelings. They're like, we have a lot of blue and green. I feel like the blue is more like emotional, heartfelt things that they want to say to you, and like the green is more like what they find secure about the relationship or what's going on. I don't know. I have them all like color coded, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get some letters and signs. I need some new ones. These are like working, but not really, so I don't know. Let's try that. Okay, so we have O, X, C, for the love of God, Gemini. Yeah, that peacock was all the air signs, so they could have Gemini placements as well. We have Leo. I feel like that also kind of goes along with the peacock. I almost said it, but then I didn't. E, D, I think that's a Y. L, I, Virgo, that's what that elk was saying, all the earth signs. W, or that's a W or an M, whichever way you want to take it. R, haha, Scorpio again. And N. Let me grab like 2 more, just to make it even. We have Sagittarius and Aquarius. It's another air sign. So there you have it. Pile 3. That will be your reading for today. I hope that this resonated with you and you found something helpful in this reading. Yeah, sorry. Like, I'm a little brain dead right now. I don't know why. Maybe that's like something a person deals with, but I just feel brain dead all the time. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was just a fun little, you know, look into how your person is feeling about you. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. And please go check out my other ones. So yeah, love you. Bye. Hi there, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading on what are their current feelings for you. If you picked the Mermaid Tarot, this is your pile. If not, I would check the other ones, and if none of them you feel drawn to, then there might not be any messages today for you. But if this is your pile, I will tell you how this one's gonna work. I'm gonna do like an energy check with some oracle cards, and then I'm gonna jump into the tarot, get a better look at what their feelings exactly are, and then I'm gonna pull some advice, and then finally I'm gonna finish up with some channeled messages and letters and signs. So yeah, super simple, but it will be a long one. Already recorded the other 3, and oh my god, they were so long. So I already have everything shuffled except for the channeled messages and the letters and signs, just to kind of speed things up a little bit. But okay, hold on. Okay, so the way that I'm gonna do this is I am gonna do person A, person B, and I wanted to leave it open to interpretation and have you kind of like pick which one you feels resonates more. Because a lot of the times I feel like in connections, people are mirroring each other, and I feel like it's kind of limiting to be like, this is you, this is your person. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with person A. Person A is being represented by the hyena. And then they got 2 extra cards. We have doubt and indecision, and we have longing and desire, and then to clarify we have nearby and masculine energy. today. Okay, sorry my hands are so shaky right now. I was working out. Okay, and then for person B, we have the Nightingale. We have Loving Yourself. We have Long Term. You got an extra card for this one. We have Dragon, so they could be born in 1940, 1952, 64, 76, 88, 2000, or 2012, or 2024. Probably not 2024 because that hasn't happened yet. Or at least the time that I'm recording this hasn't happened yet. And we also have Tiger. Yeah, sorry, I'm such a perfectionist. I'm like, it needs to be perfect. Okay, so and then also, yeah, they could also be a tiger or have somebody in their life that's a tiger who was born in 1938, 1950, 1962, 74, 86, 98, 2010, and 2022. So yeah, so pile frame. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, I want to note person A and like kind of what I feel the situation is going on. Or not personally, but like what I'm getting is that you and this person are not together, like in a no contact separation situation. And whether you are person A or person B, person A is very distraught over this. I feel like for a good majority of you, this is gonna, well, it's kind of split in half. For half of you, this is gonna be you, and the other half, it's gonna be your person. That's just kind of what I'm picking up on. But it's a 50-50 thing. Which I guess makes sense. There's two people here, but anyway. So yeah, let's start with the hyena. So right off the bat, I'm just getting like very sad energy. We have doubt and indecision and longing and desire, and I feel like person A like is really missing person B and is very unsure of like what the future has in store for the hyena and person B. And I guess that would make sense if you are the hyena and you're here doing a tarot reading to figure it out. That would make sense. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of like sadness from person A. We have this nearby card. I feel like it's especially crushing to person A because if things have ended, they still live really close to person B, and it's kind of like, well, shit, every time I drive to work I have to pass by person B's house, and it's just like I have to be reminded of the pain and shit like that, you know, just how like horrible this situation was. And like, or like, not the situation itself, like the whatchamacallit, but like just how harsh separation is for person A. We also have masculine energy. So this person A could be a man, but they could also be a female, you know. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. This person can be a man or a female, it doesn't really matter. They just have more masculine energy, so more like physical energy and more mental energy, or not mental energy, sorry, more physical energy, more like logical sort of thing. The hyena is being represented by fire, so signs could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I mean, especially Aries with that masculine energy here. Aries is like the epitome. Masculine is ruled by Mars. Yeah, which also kind of makes me think, like, with, like, the weight of this sadness, because really, like, when I'm looking at these cards, I just feel sadness. So I feel like, you know, with this masculine energy, I feel like person A isn't really used to feeling such deep emotions, isn't really used to feeling so deeply about someone. And so this is, like, especially painful. Not only are they nearby, but they're like, I've never felt emotions like this and I don't know how to deal with it, kind of thing. I also want to say with the hyena, I feel like this person, like, it's funny, every time I see this hyena card, I think, you know, like, at first glance, like, they just look so, like, mean and, like, snarly and, like, you know, like, baring their teeth right here. But then, like, I look at their eyes and it almost looks like they're crying. And so I feel like this person A, is most likely the kind of person who puts up this, like, masculine facade, this, like, tough exterior, but really deep down has been hurt before and is still in the process of, like, healing their hurt, their wounds. And I feel like also, I feel like they may tend to, like, push away people that they feel close to, so maybe that's, like, what happened here, is that person A might have, like, pushed away person B because they had doubts and were, like, kind of trying to figure out what they felt about it, but they couldn't really make a decision, and now they're kind of just left, like, longing and desiring person B because they're like, why did I fuck that up? That was such a good thing. Sorry, it's just like, I feel like that's how person A feels. It's just like a big giant sigh, like, oh, why did I do that? Like, I don't know, that's just the energy that I'm getting from person A. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about person A. I was trying to see if there were any more messages coming. But, so anyway, let's get into person B. We have the Nightingale here, which is being represented by air, I believe? Yeah, that's air. Being represented by air, which the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Oh my god, I'm sorry. So this person may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, sorry. Like, blanking real hard right now. I don't know why. Just, like, losing my train of thought. I feel like that could be, like, an effect of, like, person A. And honestly, I think both of them, because I think the Nightingale, like, every time I see the Nightingale, I just feel sadness, too. So I feel like both parties are just kind of sad about this whole situation. But, yeah, that might be, like, an effect of, like, depression brought on by this separation. Just, you know, that's, like, a big thing with depression, is just, like, not, like, losing your train of thought. You can't really focus. And I feel like both of these parties are feeling that right now, especially person A, because of what I described before, and feeling like kind of being their own worst enemy, and kind of, like, sabotaging their own relationships and pushing people away because they're scared of getting hurt. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. This Nightingale. With this Nightingale person, what I'm feeling. kind of like I said before, usually when I see the Nightingale card, it kind of makes me think of like just sadness. Like I don't know, I see this like blue moon and this little bird just wailing its heart out, you know, singing a song to try to like cheer itself up, or just being like screaming at the top of their lungs, I am so sad. Like, I don't know. I'm like kind of joking about it, but I don't know. I genuinely do feel that this person B, it like kind of feels that way. They're sad that things have kind of ended, or that there's a separation in place with person A. We have long term here, and what I really get from this card is like, it makes me think that person B really didn't expect things to end with person A. I think they really thought that like this was a long-term thing, and they had like kind of found their person. And honestly, I don't want to like read too much into this, but I do kind of feel like, you know, this is like a long-term thing. Like, I'm definitely getting the vibes that this connection isn't exactly over. I mean, we have long-term here and nearby over here. It's like, I don't know, it just feels kind of like fated to like for these two to come back together. But getting back to what I was saying before, I feel like, because at this point, I feel like a separation is in place. And, sorry, moving in my seat. I feel like person B really did think that, like, things would never end, and think, like, this is my person, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with them, this is, like, a long-term thing. And like just being so grateful that they found somebody to love them, or to love somebody as much as they love them. And I think they're just like really sad about that. Like, yeah. I also want to note, the hyena and the nightingale, they're like basically facing each other, but they're not. Like the nightingale's looking up here and the hyena's looking down here, but they're like in the same direction. If they just like move a little bit more, they'd be like looking right at each other, which I find kind of interesting. I feel like that kind of shows that like each person in this connection are constantly thinking about each other. Both of them like really miss each other and want to go to the other person, but they like kind of can't face what's happened between each other. Like they kind of can't face their like doubt and like, at least for person A, like their doubt and their self-sabotage. And for the nightingale, I feel like they kind of can't face like themselves, I guess. Like I almost feel like, because what happened here, this person B, this nightingale, kind of like blame themselves for what happened. And I just want to say, like, if you are person B, this is not your fault. Things happen and we don't know why, and that's just how life goes. A lot of things happen and we just don't really know why. There's just no clear explanation at the time. And I kind of want to like talk about this loving yourself card. Like just looking at this picture, like this person over here, this person is like holding a mirror up to this lady, and she like it kind of looks like she's like, you know, like primping herself in the mirror and being like, ooh, I'm so pretty, like but also at the same time, it looks like she's like hiding her face from the mirror, like she can't look. And I feel like that's how person B feels about this situation. Like they just can't like bring themselves to look at themselves, because they feel like it's their fault, because they feel like they could have done more when they literally couldn't have done anything. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess, like, and just one more thing I'll add, because I feel pretty much done. Like, I feel like that's pretty much all I want to say. But, you know, again, with this card, like, I feel like person B blames themselves for what happened, and, like, they feel a responsibility for person A because they care deeply about person A, but person A has a lot of insecurities and doubt and a lot of, like I said before, like self-sabotaging behaviors that kind of lead them to, like, constantly be, like, longing for something that they once had, or for something they feel like they don't deserve or that they'll never have. And I feel like person B really feels like they made person A feel that way. And that's not the case at all. I really honestly feel like person A and person B, like, really did have something special. But person A just has a lot that they've been through that they haven't yet learned how to cope with. And so for now, at this point, person A has really been struggling to, like, find patterns in their coping mechanisms and, like, try to, like, change the pattern. And I feel like that's a pattern that person B isn't, like, hasn't quite seen in themselves, is that they have a pattern of blaming themselves for everything. I think that's, like, also another reason why loving yourself came up, is that person B really needs to learn to love themselves, to not blame themselves for everything that happens in their life, and, like, accept that they are a good person, and that if they hurt somebody in life, that it's not intentional, and that if things don't work out between people or in, like, jobs or, like, interests or something like that, it's not their fault. It's not because they're bad at their job or they're not talented or they're not intelligent. It's just because things happen and we don't know why. So just want to reiterate that, especially if you are person B. But yeah, that's, like, what I'm getting from these two people. Like, I feel like they kind of mirror each other in that sense, where they both have a lot of, like, shame and guilt on themselves. Like, they really, like, I think both of them kind of blame themselves for what happens in their life, but, like, just in different ways. And I think both parties are very sad about this situation, so I'm interested to see what comes out when we read what your person is feeling about you. But I'm going to pause the video real quick so that I can set up the tarot. I don't want to run out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll get into it. Okay, hi. I'm here with the tarot. I have all of the oracles off to the side. Let's get into the tarot. So, pile 4. What are your person's current feelings towards you? What is pile person's... what is pile 4's person currently feeling about them? What is pile 4's person currently feeling about them? Pile 4's person currently feeling about them. Alright. Oh, that's the whole thing. Okay. Start with this one. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I feel like those are all that way. We have strength. We have the King of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And then we also have the Page of Cups. And then I'm just going to grab one from the back of the deck. We have Death in reverse. Shit, my candle was my candle just started exploding and sparking everywhere. So I think that is a sign that this person really wants to tell you something. That they're like I'm still here, don't forget about me, I'm still here, I'm coming back for you kind of thing. They have a message for you. I want to get a clarifier for this Nine of Cups. Can I get a clarifier for this Nine of Cups? Spirit, can I get a clarifier? Yes, we have two. We have, let's like this. We have Four of Cups and the Devil. Can you get a clarifier for this King of Swords? Can you get a clarifier for the King of Swords, please? Clarifier for the King of Swords. Clarifier for the King of Swords. Clarifier for the King of Swords, please. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Chariot. Okay, so first of all, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. I don't think I've ever seen that many freaking major arcanas in a reading before. So, so long story short, what is this person currently feeling about you? A lot. They're feeling a lot. Okay, where do I start? Let's start with this Wheel of Fortune. So basically, this person sees you as their good luck charm. They see you as somebody who just brings luck and abundance and joy into their life. They feel so strongly about you. You know, we also have, where is it, the Page of Cups, Chariot, and Death in reverse, the Devil. All these cards that are yes, I love you. No, they feel very strongly about you. And like I was saying, they feel like you are a good luck charm to them. I think because this Wheel of Fortune showed up, I think they are aware of how fated your guys' connection is. Like I was saying before, we had on one side we had nearby, and the other side we had long term. I feel like this person knows that you guys are supposed to be together again, and you guys at the very least were supposed to be together for a period of time. You guys were supposed to meet. We have this Strength card here. The way this person is feeling about themselves, they're it's kind of conflicting. I would say oh, this person's feeling very confident in themselves, but that's not what we saw over there. I think really what this person, the way that they're looking at themselves is they see themselves as this mermaid, and this is you as this lion, and they're really just looking for someone to nurture them and take care of them right now. I think they are looking to you for strength. They are looking to you to get them out of this depressive funk. Sorry, I just wanted to check that real quick. I think they're like, if you got, especially if you guys are like in no contact, I think this person is really like, I think they're like looking at old pictures of you or like reading old text messages, might even be like stalking your social media a little bit. But I think they're just kind of like looking to the memory of you for strength to kind of like piece themselves back together so that they can come back to you. Because we also have this King of Swords here, followed by the Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot. This person really wants to come forward and say something to you. I feel like most likely they haven't already said anything to you. If they have, then I feel like if they have already like tried to reach out to communicate with you, I feel like it's been very very surface level. I feel like, 'cause we have this Nine of Pentacles there. I feel like, you know, they're just kind of like testing the water. But if they haven't already reached out to you, I feel like they will very soon. You know, I think it's just like going to take them a little bit more time to kind of like get up the courage, the strength to like say something to you. And I feel like when they do say something to you, it will be very surface level, like I said. I feel like honestly it could even be a little bit awkward. Like this Nine of Pentacles, I feel like I mean, upright, it's like everything's fine, everything's great, like really comfortable and like total abundance. But I feel like this person will kind of have like, I'm hearing senior moment, like I feel like this person I don't know why that was like, oh my god, now I'm having a senior moment. I feel like it will be kind of awkward and kind of like lacking the like sincerity and warmth of the Chariot or like any of the cups. Where do we have cups? Kind of, yeah, I think it will be kind of lacking like the usual how you guys used to talk to each other. I think just because they're like, this person just like thinks so highly of you. I think that, you know, if they ever do get up the guts to call you or like text you or something, it just would be like too painstaking for them to like just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna come in here and start talking how I used to, and it's just gonna be really awkward. But at the same time, we have the Chariot here and it's upright. I feel like at the same time, like both of you will kind of be in that state where like this just means so much to both of you. Communicating at all, even if they came in and were like, hey baby girl, what's up, you know, like even if they did come in like that, it would still be awkward because both of you are so aware of like how important this connection was to each of you. However, with this Chariot, I do see that, like, you know, after the initial awkwardness, it would be like old times again and be like, okay, I'm in, I'm here, I can relax and I can like talk freely and say what I need to say. So we have this Two of Wands here. I feel like both of you are kind of feeling kind of like conflicting feelings. I feel like I feel like if you are person A, the way that this is going to resonate is that, like, both of you are going to be feeling like a need to, like, go back home. That's what it was coming through. And if you are person B, person A was the hyena, person B was the nightingale. If you are the nightingale person, I feel like both of you are going through, like a need to get away. Like, I don't know. This card's supposed to represent, like, what both of you are feeling, but I honestly do feel like depending on which person you were in the energy check, it is going to differ. Like I said, for, like, if you are the hyena person, there's this feeling of, like, needing to go home. And if you are the nightingale person, there's a need to like kind of get away from everything and, like, go on a trip or an adventure or something. However, overall, I do feel like both of you are kind of, like, reviewing the past and what's happened and, like, kind of applying what you've learned from this connection to, like, move forward in the world, which I think is really beautiful because, and, like, needed, especially if you two are gonna get back together, because I think both parties, both persons in this reading really struggle with, like, placing blame on themselves and, like, self-destructive behavior because of that doubt for, like, the hyena person and, like, blaming themselves for the nightingale. Both of you, I think, need, like, time to learn what's going on, which is also why I feel like this person really does want to say something to you about the relationship and, like, where you guys are heading, but I don't think it's time yet because there still needs to be a period of time where both of you really learn from this connection so that you can either get back together or you can move on and not feel so pressured about this and feel so, like, guilty and shame from this connection. But moving on to this row right here. So I feel like it's a bit complicated. I feel like, especially if you think your person is the hyena person, I feel like this, this column of cards isn't necessarily, like, where they want to take things, but more of, like, this fear of how things will end up, a fear that they will never find true happiness again, or that, like, they'll never be able to, like, win you back, and they'll spend the rest of eternity just like obsessing over this relationship, over this connection, and wondering what went wrong and how they messed up, and, like, just wishing they could turn back time, and ultimately, like, landing in not such a great place. But well, honestly, I feel like that's for, like, both parties, both the hyena and the the nightingale. Yeah, I would say, like, if your person is either person A or B, I feel like both of them kind of feel that way, like, would have that perspective. Yeah, I feel like your person is just really scared that, like, things won't work out between you two, and that they would kind of be stuck and, like, trapped in their own, like, turmoil forever. Which is kind of, like, sad, and I'm sorry to hear that, you know, I'm sorry to see that they feel that way, because the vibe that I get from you guys is, like, really caring and supportive and, like, like, obviously I think both people in this this situation, this connection, care very deeply about the other one, and I think, like, almost like idealize the other without really, like, acknowledging their faults and wrong that they might have done, like, that the other person might have done. And I think that kind of prevents both of you from, like, really seeing things for what they are and, like, moving forward on your own and, like, learning to love yourself, as with that nightingale. But yeah, I think this person, like, if anything, I'd say what they really want to where they really want to take this this connection is just to, like, reach out and, like, get back in contact and like, kind of apologize and, like, you know, at the very least, like, make amends with each other. However, we have this Page of Cups here and Death in reverse. Like, this person is not letting go of you or this connection anytime soon. They definitely have a lot of feelings for you, and they feel very deeply about you. And they really want to show that. They really want to communicate that. And obviously they're very scared of, like, messing things up with you. But yeah, they're not letting go. And they really want to keep pursuing this. I really believe that. I think that's what I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and pull some advice. I still have enough time. So for starters, we have love meditations. I didn't read it there. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When love has got you feeling dizzy, overwhelmed, or disoriented, recenter yourself by focusing your attention on your surroundings using the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Take note of 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you smell, 2 things you feel, and 1 thing you taste. Say each item out loud. Engaging your senses will bring you back to earth and help you feel grounded and aware. This meditation is especially powerful for Gemini signs. So yeah, I think I feel like both parties in this have a lot of, like, anxious energy and a lot of, like, just a lot of anxious energy, and so I feel like this would be good for both of you. And we also have Gemini signs. The nightingale was ruled by air, and so this might be good, especially for the nightingale. So next we have signs in love. Sorry, there's something in my throat. Leo. When it comes to romance, Leo goes big. Represented by the lion, Leo has a generous heart that wants to give, and then give some more. They'll lavish attention, gifts, and compliments on the ones they desire. They never hold back their emotions and don't expect others to either. They are known for their strength of character and an unwavering commitment to those they adore. On a bad day, they can be a tad dramatic. After all, they are prone to big expressions when it comes to matters of the heart. So yeah, that's so funny with Gemini and Leo right here. The hyena was ruled by fire, which would be Leo. Okay, so next we have one of the love spells. Disclaimer, I do not promote witchcraft on my channel. I do not believe in the average Joe doing witchcraft, just being like, oh, it's so fun and cute. Magic is a serious thing, and if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, I would strongly recommend not trying any witchcraft anytime soon. So, but if you are a practiced witch or Wiccan, go right ahead. You have all the right in the world to do so. And if you're not, I would suggest seeking advice and help before you do so. Anyway, so increase attraction. Perform the spell when you need to light or relight the flame in a relationship or elevate your connection with someone. Dab honeysuckle oil, a known aphrodisiac, oh my god, on your wrist or behind your ears. Do this for a few weeks, and when your partner or love interest comes close, speak affirming, loving, sensual words. The combination of the captivating scent and alluring words will generate greater attraction, pulling you together like magnets. So, yeah, if you are a practicing witch, go ahead. That might help bring this person back. Okay, and then celestial love, we have the sun. The sun represents ego and truth and strength you have within. It illuminates the best part of you and helps you share those parts with others without losing your sense of self. The sun pushes you to brighten every situation and relationship with the truest, most authentic parts of your personality. The sun is also associated with making sure you get what you deserve when it comes to love and romance. The power of the sun reminds you never to settle. So there you go. That I feel like that's pretty important for both persons, just reminding yourself that like not everything's your fault. You deserve what you want when it comes to love, and you don't have to settle. You don't have to keep beating yourself up for things that you have no control of. And then finally we have Pisces. Pisces is known for their tender, intuitive heart. They dream of romance and they're happily ever after, and they believe in love and want to be surrounded by it all the time. Represented as a fish, Pisces has emotions that run as deep as the ocean, and they seek partners who appreciate their imaginative and creative sentiments. This romantically inclined sign needs to approach new relationships with both eyes open so they aren't clouded by their love for being in love. So yeah, maybe one or both of you have some Pisces somewhere, Pisces rising, moon, etc. But so there's your advice if you'd like to look at it a little bit longer. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video real quick so that I can pull out channeled messages and I don't have to stop while doing it, but I will be right back. Okay, so we're back with channeled messages to see what your person would say to you if they could be completely honest. So what would pile four's person say to them if they could be completely honest? Okay, some of them like flipped over. I want to make sure that they're all like shit. Okay, let me just redo that real quick because you know, anyway, maybe they'll come out again. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Alright, so what would pile four's person say to them? Take that one since it came out. If they could be completely honest. Okay, so already we have never say goodbye, and like I was saying, yeah, I feel like both persons in this connection are really like missing each other and really wish to see each other again. So what else would pile four's person? Oh, okay. This one I think has come out in every single reading, so congrats on being an independent woman, even if you're a man. What else would pile four's person say? Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna take that one. Ooh, okay, actually I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna take all of these. I am a hopeless romantic. That goes along with that Pisces right there. You mean everything to me. I know. Yes, yes they do. Yes you do. I'm angry at myself for letting you go. That's like, I think that's specific for like people who are the nightingale and their person are the hyena. Your eyes are stunning. I'm sensitive. I'm serious about you. Yeah, I definitely get that vibe, especially with this death card in reverse. They are definitely not fucking letting go of this. What else would they say to pile four? What else would pile four's person say to them if they could be completely honest? I just saw one. I need space. Yeah, I think that's important for both parties in this connection. Just some space to like kind of... It's too many. Some space to like kind of get over the hurt so that you guys can be brought together again. Okay, so we have inconsistency, just friends. I'm so sorry I hurt you. let's spend some time together. I'm sorry. And then on the back, let's grow old together. So honestly, this just friends, like, that might be very specific to a few of you. Maybe you guys did stay friends after all of what went down, and they're kind of just thinking like, oh, we're just friends. Like, they don't still have feelings for me. We're just friends, you know? Which would make sense because we had that nearby card come up. So maybe they're nearby and you guys stayed friends after this, and tell me if that relates to you, because I would like to see how that's going. I feel like that'd be an interesting one to deal with. Anyway, let's get some signs and letters. Okay, that should be good. It's a lot. We're gonna get in there. I need like real charms and letters, because this is not really it for me. It works, but it also doesn't work. Okay, so first we have Capricorn, we have X, K, Gemini, again with that Gemini, Q, Taurus, F, let me straighten that out, F, I, come here, I, Y, S, E, R, I think that's an N, N, C, Z, G, and Scorpio. We have that death card over there with Scorpio, so but yeah, there you are. Any of those signs or letters could be significant. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna God, I'm like running over my words. I think I'm gonna end the reading here. I hope that something from that resonated, and I hope that helped you better understand what's going on in the situation. And yeah, I would love to know in the comments, guys. I have no comments anyway. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, I would like to know, you know, if anything resonated, go ahead and comment down below, let me know. And also if anything happened after this reading that like related to this reading. I'd be really curious to know. But yeah, so that's where I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and check out my other videos. I have a lot more fun, interesting readings. I have another reading like this, and my favorite so far, going to the crystal shop. That one was really fun. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye.